The recording is paused.
Now it's recording.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're recording.
Well, my sandwich has a crash.
Okay.
You know.
But I can take SD cards, micro SD cards, USB. I can do whatever.
Alright.
I have adapters for everything.
We might start doing that then, because if this comes out with 4 tracks,
Mhm.
it's just going to be huge.
A nightmare to transfer.
Yeah.
But no, I have all the dongles and all.
And I don't know if
the
it
adapters.
automatically switches over or if that's a post-processing thing. We will figure that
No
out.
idea. We'll figure it out. I believe in us.
I hope it's not a post-processing thing, but it very well could easily be. This thing is like, it can do things and stuff like that that are kind of a little bit beyond what I kind of want to put into it.
Does anybody want to say chicken finger?
Sure. No.
But yeah, my justification behind this is I could spend like $100 now, and like in a couple years later, buy this thing, which will probably have gone up in price by then. Well, I can just get this one.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And it's a huge improvement over this, and this thing can like take like XLR stuff. And so if we want to like, I don't know, just throw money in this boat,
Yeah.
we can do it.
What's XLR?
I don't know, some proprietary connections that microphones go with.
Oh, okay. I know what
The,
you're
the
talking
big old, like, the big chunky things. I don't know what it means. It's the manual.
No.
Everybody would like to see the manual.
It's a thick boy.
Hey, it's mostly other languages. English is like less than
3/8
10
of the
feet.
way through.
It's like that. This is us. There you go. All right. I'm gonna say one quick thing to my mom, and then we should be set to go. And I will start the music.
Could you bring me a Pepsi back, please?
Mom.
Sorgente Sonora.
What's the date?
Saturday, November
26.
I'm gonna wait till then. Alright, because we are actually about to do something kind of, you know, spooky, scary and all that stuff, we're gonna wait till my mom's done with the mixer. So we don't, do have that. I mean, it's gonna be in the background of this, but that's beside the point.
Make a bird needs and
Oh, careful.
Congrats, guys. We just hit 2 weeks.
That we've known each other?
Mhm.
Great.
Are you serious? Yeah. What the fuck?
No.
It's the 24th.
We met on the
That's
first.
more than 2 weeks.
Yeah,
been
on the
3 weeks.
1st.
That's 3 weeks.
14 days is 2
Oh,
weeks.
you know what? Yeah, 14. I'm just stupid and don't know how to.
I was also confused. And I think I fixed the titling on the one recording.
Mm.
I think I accidentally jumped a week, so I went back and re-uploaded.
Sadie will be here around 6:30. She's battling OSU traffic, so
Whoa.
no envy there.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
I'm good.
I'm gonna put mine up. You have a notebook.
I do have notebooks.
I never for a while.
I forgot my dice
It's
today.
moved.
Oh,
Any dice?
Probably.
I literally, this is the right table to lose dice at. Overnight dice.
If you want, I have some of the.
I mostly am going to need D12s whenever I roll dice.
true.
Like, I can get by with a D12 and a D20 probably.
We don't know this is going to end in a fight.
Any skill checks just need the D20.
Yeah, I know. You won't need the D12.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what that.
We're spooky now.
This was just my
I'm gonna
bad.
jump this up just a little bit.
Not inside
of
of it.
quiet.
Did one of my fucking X things?
Probably.
Hi.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh. I was gonna put it over there, but I don't need to if it's yours.
Everything that I saw just read as that being just sitting underneath the pot pie. Like that pot pie sitting underneath the box.
Yes. I put my box on top of the pot pie.
So it'll be
I
warm.
I didn't. It was in front of it.
All right.
I wondered why these were suddenly not the same size anymore. They're not the same dice.
Also not Michael's.
I probably won't be buying any more dice in a very, very long time because I think dice I really do like are the gold ones. And you can't buy them for $4 anymore, which is one of the things I loved about them.
Unfortunate.
I don't know, I haven't been to Guard Tower. I only found them for that low at Guard Tower. Pretty sure they went up pretty uniformly.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
War map. Do you guys have the map over there?
I got a
Yes.
world map.
Country map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Session notes. Good. We can begin.
Guy in wrought iron with rounds, the only thing I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna technically start like 30 seconds backwards, but
That made it fine.
that's just to reset the description.
The spooky.
Last time on D&D.
Dragon Balls.
Okay.
Are you okay?
We will see
I don't know
how
what happened.
this goes.
Did you catch a hair in the scene?
Maybe.
Maybe.
He turns.
Okay. I wrote this session to this soundtrack, so that's why I'm using it. The day is overcast, and thick fog surrounds your traveling party. The sounds of the world are muffled through it. Your road follows the way of the river, but you can no longer hear its sounds. You've continued down this road for most of the morning without passing another soul. As you turn a bend in the road, there in the center of this disused road, some 100 feet from you, a figure appears through an embankment of gray fog. Draped in black finery with gilded threads, a cloak of fur is running behind him, and an iron crown resting across his head. Despite the light of the day, their face remains cast in shadows. A hand raises, and a wave of shadow washes over all of you. But I get an intelligence saving throw from everyone here.
Fuck you.
Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
I just read in my notes that we talked about Tanner's initial reaction trying to connect to people.
I will say that happened.
Okay.
That's we get enough time for that.
3 people. It's gonna be Sparky,
You need to see them
Gunmar.
initially.
Yeah, I do need to be able to see them.
You are outside walking. You can see Deck and who else was outside walking?
Sparky was inside.
Sparky is inside.
Sparky's
I might as
inside.
well be out. I might as well have been.
Okay.
Whoever's outside.
I was kind of in the bathroom when this all took place.
Oh yeah, Alex missed the end.
That's perfectly fine. But just starting from fundamental.
I am outside.
Okay,
So-
so it'll be Gunmar, Beck, and is anybody else outside?
I think everyone else said they were inside.
Okay, then just Gunmar and Beck. And
Yep.
Roger!
Okay. Roger's well.
You hear somebody yelling in Draconic in your head. 'Cause that's the only language Roger knows.
I can link to 3 people, or 3 creatures. They don't have to be people.
Can I get a recap?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you
he
were
wasn't here.
Oh,
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Sorry, yeah.
Oh
we,
god, you missed so
You
Shit.
missed us.
Yeah, we'll put a pause on this and put in the music, and we'll do a quick recap here.
Okay, I rolled a 14, by the way.
Yeah. Someone write down your rolls if you have done them,
I haven't.
and if you haven't, don't
Mine's
worry
easy
about
to
it.
remember.
Same.
I just put the dice next to me so that I remember. But yes.
Blue
So,
opposites.
what was the last thing you remember? Where did we start last session?
We
Bonnie and
started
Gunmar.
last session waking up Sunday morning.
Okay.
Bonnie and Gunmar went to deliver mail.
Yep.
Or
The rest
to send mail.
Yeah, they sent
Oh,
mail.
okay,
The rest of
yeah.
the group went to Cantus. Everyone met up at Cantus's.
Yep. So yeah, basically you learned a little bit about sending mail, but it was just
Also,
Vanya and Gunmar.
also Tanner Lore.
No,
Yeah, that's what we're getting at.
He's
They
getting
need
there.
to.
He's getting there.
Picked up the
he was
card.
skipping
First,
over
we
the
need to
mail part.
explain. By the way, mail always works if you use the
Mail works.
Yeah,
Mechanically,
Postal
it
service.
always works.
Yeah.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
fundamentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to spend the 100 gold it costs to hire the King's Courier Service to send a package,
There's a troll.
it will just get there.
We are sorry to
Like
inform
on a
you that
mechanical
Bandit
level,
Marauder.
it'll just do it if it's in the Empire. So if you want to send something back home, it'll probably cost more and might have a chance to not get there. But if anyone here wants to send something back to Richmond, or Richmond wants to send it to you guys, it will get there. Just on a mechanical level. I'm not going to touch the plot of that. If you want to send it there, it's because it's special. Gotcha. After that, everyone else went with Tanner to
Tanner's house.
Cantus's house.
It's in Richmond.
You guys all arrived there. You had some small talk, so everyone was able to get there and be in that room. Once that happened, Cantus heard from you guys about your time in the Druidic village and all your adventures there. And then he mentioned that if Tanner wanted an object back that he had left there for them to look into. He said yes, and he made a point about showing it to everyone. And it's a conical shaped object, transparent, so it's like a cone, and this side is indented inward, and it goes to a rough point, but not to like a sharp point.
Rounded?
Rounded. It's fairly transparent in a violet hue.
Violet.
Hue.
It makes you want to hurt people.
It did destroy
It's
the
harsh on the
dining
eyes.
room.
It did destroy the dining room, so come on.
The
little
past,
violent.
yeah. Tanner left it for the time before you left for the Druids, and so they were able to mess with it for a couple days. In their research of the device, they learned a couple things. In broad strokes, it's almost aggressively non-magical. There's not a bit of magic in it.
But
Though
incredibly dangerous.
it possibly has some Ethereum in it, which is contradictory. It shouldn't have Ethereum and be non-magical. Ethereum itself is physical embodiment of magic.
I make it.
2, it's darn near indestructible. So even though it's non-magical, they've hit it with very heavy things, cast it into flames, fire, have frozen it. They did stress testing on it, didn't touch it. It was perfectly fine. Needs a good Kit Kat. Also, they learned that it's resonates. It's a very tuned object. This comes in 2 forms of discovery. 1, it's probably not the first of its kind. It looks too refined. It doesn't look like a prototype, or have the markings of something that was just cobbled together. The second thing is, it's tuned. They found out it's tuned in C major, and if you strike it with a tuning fork in C major and resonate with it, it'll send out a fairly decent-sized shockwave that is particularly damaging to non-organic objects, tables.
So if we ever need to break down a door.
It would do some damage to it. You would be better just hitting it. But it fucked up a very fine china cabinet full of plates. So they discovered that. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does a fair amount of radius.
It doesn't take a lot of damage to screw up a china cabinet.
No, not in D&D. The other thing they learned is that if you do it, if you just strike it though, it sends out just a pressure wave. That pressure wave seems to resonate with just any soul, and it causes a weird effect. Everyone here got that weird effect. It's like this beat, as though like a shock.
Try's getting it.
Get to it, Greg. It causes it's though like a grenade went off 50 feet away without the shrapnel. Just that shock wave going through you, that like really quick, very quickly. Everyone was affected except 2. Grace, Tanner character, once it hit, it went slow and didn't pass through quickly. And so it took a long time for the force to pass through his form. The second person it didn't affect, or affect differently, was Beck. Beck, it did not resonate with. Just nothing. It's as though he's detuned to it. To a very essential point, you can't even tell when it gets struck.
Damn.
You guys connected that with a conversation you guys had with Bodnar about a week ago, where he discovered he's an amateur animantis, or someone who studies souls, and the power thereof. And he recognized by able to looking at Beck's soul, that his soul was not in one piece. Which, as far as the understanding of souls go, shouldn't have been possible. Now, one of the side effects you now know of that shadowing of the soul is that he does not resonate with whatever this is.
This is all news to Beck.
Yep. This was not like a cultural knowledge or anything like that. This was new to you. What else? You tried talking with it, communicating on a psychic level in a couple other different ways. It is as non-magical an object as a spoon. It never reacted. It didn't block anything. It didn't reflect anything. It didn't change or distort or anything like that. It's just, as far as magic is concerned, just an object.
But it doesn't suck magic in either.
No. So it's a near indestructible non-magical object.
Fancy.
Physics doesn't know what it is. Physics was there for this whole conversation, though, only in a physical sense.
He was the Windows dial-up sound, pretty much.
It's he's spent a lot of power pretty recently, and he's
Possibly in the pursuit of whatever this thing is.
And so he's feeling a little out of it. What else? Anything else I missed?
Not
About
campuses.
Tanner specifically?
No, not about Tanner.
Okay.
I don't think
After
so.
that, you guys picked up your cart.
Oh, Tanner revealed he's been carrying this thing the whole time.
Oh yeah. Had it since the beginning.
Could have tied it to a stick. It had an indestructible mace.
It does look like it can be attached on the end of a long object, a stick of some kind.
Boom.
And then Gunmar did your Healy thing at the place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come on.
Heal the toddler.
Heal the toddler.
Yeah, and then after that, I think we left.
Yep, you guys got your card and left.
We're heading to Zoc. We did the whole Ford Falls thing.
Yep, you guys decided to basically. There's a splitting path. You either go to Stuhlbern or Zoc. Zoc is the less traveled
We're
path.
here. We're going here.
Oh yeah, you have a map.
Yeah. We went there.
He actually won't
We
eat
went-
it as long as you're holding it, but he will sniff it. But
We
he
went-
won't lick it if you put it on the ground.
We went this way.
Fascinating.
This is a cliff face, so we had to go down.
Yep. You guys didn't travel far until you hit the edge of the cliff, of the plateau. You followed the Ford River, which is the river that splits and reconjoins. It's actually a river before Richmont. Richmont split the river, and then it naturally rejoins after Richmont. You guys decided to travel along that path. It seems to be the more unused path, and when you got there, you kind of figured out why. It's a waterway that mostly gets used by barges and other things, including this is one of the ways they float down the logs. We kind of glossed a little bit over that, but it's not a big deal. Logs go down this way.
Before we left, I finished up 3 pots, so the party got to see that happen.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We'll do stuff. You were there for that.
That's
so
why the whole goblins put their souls in jars thing was at the forefront of our minds when we went to Cantus.
which was nice timing. You guys went to you found the edge of Ford Falls. It's manned by a very small crew, and took the elevator down.
Sparky got really upset with their lack of engineering concern.
Yeah, it's not the most traveled path, and so it doesn't quite get the funding it probably deserves. So anyway, about most of the way down the falls, it locked up, and they were like, "Shit! All right, the way we fix this is we lift you guys up and drop you to try to lock, basically dislodge the emergency brake." Sparky was hard against that, so you flew him down underneath of it, and using his engineering knowledge and some good checks, he was able to dislodge the emergency brake, and you guys descended naturally. You guys were in a mist of fog caused by this falls for like a indeterminate amount of time. You picked up some.
Yeah, I grabbed some mist and I'm making a pot out of it at some point.
He grabbed the fucking mist.
Yep.
And not like a jar's worth, like 10 square feet of it. Just in one jar. But it actually looks like mist. It's not condensing on the sides. It's part of...
I
cultural
picked
thing.
it up and I put it in a jar.
Yeah.
But you made it to the bottom. You made a point to give your name to them for their next report requesting a fixed part. So Pact Magica has officially requested. apart.
A few years down the line, when that thing finally
Yeah,
gets...
when someone finally looks at that, we
It's
might
like,
be
oh,
important.
those guys wanted that fixed.
Yeah.
Or
So
we'll be dead.
you guys
Who the
got
fuck
to
are these
bottom.
guys?
We went through the bay.
Yeah, you guys continue down because like we had a weird miscommunication about time and stuff like that. But fundamentally, you were there just after midday, at the bottom of the falls. You keep going. You ran to really quickly a bay. It's not an actual bay. It's just kind of a man-made enlarging of the river where it's calmer.
So they can hold boats.
The river had an aneurysm.
Yep. And it's very filled with barges. And it seemed to be a working town. There was like a bar. Yep.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the part yet, but I'm just reading my notes so I remember more of what's happened.
Yep. You guys decided not to stay. You just kept traveling on. There wasn't much to stay for. There was a bar, and it was busy, but it was like people coming in, people leaving, people coming in, people leaving. It was a bunch of barges. This is how they transport ore, wood, all kinds of bits.
I guess you could say they barged in and then barged out.
There was also, next to the river path, is a donkey path or a mule path. So those go over, and then past that is the road itself. And so you're always within 50 to 100 feet of the river. Periodically, you'll branch off and go a little bit further away, but this road, by and large, follows the river. Periodically, you go further from it. Periodically, you might be right next to it, but it follows the river to Zoc. What after happened after that?
We camped and then woke up on Monday. Sparky told us about the dreams he's been having.
Okay. Yes. I guess you did miss a
Oh,
lot.
God.
Holy shit.
The fucking dream.
Characters just all talked to each other for 3 hours.
Sparky basically
much.
has been selected by the Ruby Dragon Sardior. They are the embodiment of the balance between Bahamut and Tiamat. And he had a dream where when he rescued Berlin, he upset that balance, and he had a dream about that. And basically a warning, like, it'll happen again if you let it. So it was basically like, I'm the emissary of balance between Bahamut and Sardior, and Tiamat.
And then you reminded us that Ishmael's
Ishmael
that
said
something's coming.
something is coming to me and I would have a role to play in it. And you, with your fucking god, or whoever the fuck that winged lizard thing was, being
We-
chosen. We have 3 gods.
We had a
in
long
Christendom.
discussion
Yeah.
about how many gods are involved in our lives.
Yeah.
From 3 different pantheons.
And then the dude showed up.
Oh, then you, that was the morning. Yes.
We traveled for 2 hours after that, and then the dude.
So when we're talking about inside, we mean like inside the cart.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got a cover
Okay.
wagon.
And Gunmar and Tanner
wagon
had
is
like a
completely
heart-to-heart
enclosed.
type shit.
Yeah, it was Vanya and Roger first watched, then Darwin and Beck, who made a bet because when Sparky was sleeping, his eyes started sparking. So they made a bet whether or not
Berlin would
whether it
catch
was going
fire.
to catch, and it didn't. So Beck won.
Yeah.
And then it was me and
Still
you.
mad about that.
So we just conveniently had a pretty chill night and didn't talk about anything really.
Damn.
And then Tanner and Gunmar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably won't be
We
doing
talked about
full,
so much.
unless we quested or like we want to explore something. Nights will go faster. That was being the first night on the road. Wanted to find like, hey, we gotta start doing. Are you gonna do watches? Are you not gonna do watches? How are you gonna do it? It's gonna go faster from here on out. But if you ever want to take an extended time during the night, you have a lot of time during travel. It's at least a 5-day journey to Zoc.
Or if you ever want to talk to whoever you're on watch with.
Me.
And you can also
We can just
switch it up,
conveniently be on
Yeah.
watch with them.
move on.
You know, like I know Sparky's determined to have a watch with Tanner shortly.
Yeah.
And then yeah, basically, when you woke up this morning and after I had that morning talk, it quickly became pretty overcast, but pretty high up overcast. So it's just really gray out, but it doesn't necessarily look like rain, but it could look like rain. But like not like heavy storm rains, but it's overcast, and the fog started rolling in mildly. Over the past hour, it's gotten bad, and tremendous amount of fog. And you have just crossed a bend, and there's a man in the center of the road.
The wagon we have is completely enclosed, so would Spark be inside of it or outside of it traveling?
Probably in his hammock.
Okay, that's fair.
Um,
I'm just
And just real
Just
quick,
reading.
Tanner walks.
we have windows on either side. Do we have visibility out of?
There's the
On the
hatch
back.
that I used to get out.
Yeah, is
There's
there
the hatch.
visibility
The
through
hatch
there?
is a small window, but it's like two 4x4 squares.
Okay.
And the windows on either side are 4x4 by two 4x4s, so 8 inches by 8 inches. So there's actually not a fair amount of visibility.
Okay.
Not enough for Tanner to see any of you guys in it.
It lets some light in, basically.
It lets
Yeah.
some
Or
light in.
short
And
range.
those
Alright.
windows, they don't actually open that well. They open up kind of like these ones do with a lever mechanism. And so they go out a couple inches. If you wanted to climb out this, you'd have to break that window.
Okay.
It's something for the future.
There's also
'cause-
doors.
There's a door in the front and the back.
Yeah, I was talking just more about visibility with
Oh,
inside.
the door in the back also has a 4x4, so 8 inches by 8 inches window as well. Yeah, honestly, this is
Beck could probably look back through the window in the front, but that's probably it.
yeah, and just on a kind of downward angle as well, because you're in an elevated position.
I'm also a bit shorter. It'd probably actually just be eye level with me.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't be probably too bad. We got this. This is a converted, fundamentally bus,
Yeah.
and if it had the, that's why the roof is on and offable. During the summer months, they don't have it on. During the winter months, they have it on, and to keep as much heat in as possible, they don't have a lot of windows, because single pane windows and all that jazz. But it's really great because it came with cushions and shit and like long benches, and it's sturdily made. It was meant for
We bought every
city.
upgrade they would let us buy.
Including hammock hooks.
Yep.
Came out to
We
less
didn't
than
even pay for that
$100.
one.
Yeah, wagons aren't expensive for adventurers. I
Yeah.
should say. It cost you more to send a package than it did for this cart.
Yeah, it cost
The
Vanya more
package
money
was
to send
literally
money.
money though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you learned also that if you send money, especially an extraordinary amount of money, you get it in a bond, and it's a bond off of this kingdom itself. And so they don't actually take the actual gold and send it. They send a letter that is palpable and sealed with a king's seal. So yeah, it's very secure sending money in the Empire.
Which is why I told Vanya to do it that way.
Also, it's way fucking lighter than moving.
Gold.
Moving 80 pounds of coin.
Oh, is he Wexen or something? Why the fuck are you calling me? Hello?
We've called told you about your cars.
It's so pumped since I actually got one of those.
Okay. Next Tuesday, I have a doctor's appointment, and they're reminding me.
Ah!
Okay.
That's
So,
nice.
good enough. Okay.
Why are they still in the office?
No, not a physical person.
Oh, it was an automated call.
Automated.
Got it.
No, yeah. So yeah, that was actually nice because I have it on my work email that I have.
Like that sweet harvest pumpkin.
That's your mom.
Wow. And with that, we're gonna.
Get back into this.
Boy.
And then a dude showed up. Just as we were walking along, minding our own business.
I'm gonna start from the top.
Also, I'm like one of the only people in the party with vehicle proficiency, so I'm probably the one driving the wagon at any
You
given
are
time.
hands down the one driving. That's why you're outside, because
Yeah,
you're
I
the
know.
one driving.
Drive? What do you mean? I'm 7.
Oh, by the way, the amount of people that can fit into the cart in Theater of the Mind is way higher than can fit during combat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, just keep that in mind. In combat, the circles are getting a little funky.
The weapons take up so much room.
I mean, you have to consider that this would be like a 2.5 by 2.5 room in D&D.
So just keep that in mind. You all fit very comfortably in the wagon until we're in combat, and then it looks very small.
Yes.
It's time to skedoodle.
As soon as shit goes down, it's kind of like, eek.
Do you need intelligence saves from only the people outside or from everyone?
Everyone.
Okay.
I'll
Then
read that last paragraph, and we'll just lead up
You
to
got
it.
higher than average. Fuck you. You got 12.
As you turn a
Plus
bend,
2 cloak protection and my aura. What?
as you turn a bend, there in the center of this disused road, 100 feet from you, a figure appears through an embankment of gray fog. Draped in black finery with gilded threads, a cloak of furs running behind them, and an iron crown resting across their head. Despite the light of the day, their face remains cast in shadows. A hand raises and a wave of shadow washes over everyone.
Oh no.
Everyone, please give me an intelligence saving throw.
How far away is Tanner from Gunmar?
Probably no more than 10 feet. I mean, we're all traveling around the wagon.
Cool. Add +2 to your ship.
Cool. Beck would probably get it too, because Beck's probably also
Yes.
nearby. Unless you're walking purposefully away from anyone.
No.
Bonnie got a 16. I will figure out what that is. I'm going to do this round style. The second I get Vania's up.
You're good.
Oh, you know what I forgot? Yeah, it's fine. I sort of forgot my... what do you call it?
It's just a layer of chocolate chunkies on the bottom of it.
Tablet. That's what tablet said. Not a big deal because I could just get to it. Yeah, and I'm not planning on doing anything major. If I need it, I'll go get it.
I was gonna say someone can go grab it for you if you want.
Maybe we'll. I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at Vanya's save. She did not make it.
No.
Squad.
23.
Gotcha. Tanner.
26.
14.
Maybe 26? What'd you roll?
I rolled a 16. I have a +8 intelligence save. Rogues are proficient in intelligence saves.
Oh shit. So,
And then I got the +2 from him. I'm wearing the circlet, so my intelligence is 19.
Gotcha. So 26?
14.
14?
17.
17?
Should I get a +2, right?
Yeah.
4.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That drives the wagon right off the cliff.
I rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
Oh, you get the bad
No,
card!
Vanya,
I got a
Vanya's
20.
right near him.
Oh,
Forgot.
yeah, this counts as,
We're not fighting yet. This is non-combat.
I know Bonnie's not near him. He gets the bad card.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, no, this is not, this was a spell casting.
It was a saving throw.
It's a saving throw, not an ability check.
Damn.
Can't get him on
damn.
saving throws.
That's fine.
Although it would
I'll-
make getting a natural 1 on a death saving throw far more
Yeah.
Asshole.
exciting and dicketry.
I mean,
You don't get these in combat either.
Yeah, no,
I
one.
mean, I'll
you
take
fail
that.
the
I'm
next
fine with
roll
this.
you make.
Yeah. Oh, Roger as well.
Oh, okay.
He's a creature.
1.
Roger also
sure.
gets a nasty card.
Minus something. So probably like -2.
Are you close enough to Roger?
double check mouse.
He gets a 0.
Okay.
He has stats of a warhorse, so.
He's got a slightly higher intelligence.
Yeah, but it's not
It's still
good.
negative.
I think it
It's
says
7.
under Fine Steed what the intelligence of yours
Yeah, it
Seven.
does.
It's 5 or
It's
7.
7.
But
It's
it doesn't
7.
matter.
The professional paladin says 7.
The smartest newt you've ever seen.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You all get disadvantage too.
Oh!
Ah,
Cannot roll worse.
Well,
I can.
I sure can.
wahoo. 8.
See, this is why I write shit down because I was like, after that, I'm like, oh yeah, with disadvantage. 8. Vanya got a fucking terrible. 2,
Didn't
4.
Bonnie already failed?
15.
She did.
7.
10.
Still a 4.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Well.
we're just all gonna fail the save now.
Yep.
Fun.
Great.
Bad.
As you fail. Sorry, I wrote this out of order. You all hear a cacophony of hushed voices, as though a stadium of mouths with of voices with whispering. Oh man, I wrote this fucking terribly.
Oh no.
You all hear a cacophony of hushed voices, as though a stadium worth of people were whispering their deepest fears right next to your ear.
Ah, fuck.
Thousands of voices, all scared, all desperate, all beseeching you. You are frozen in place as they're at their calls and remain still when they finally subdue, unable to move a single muscle.
Is this a frightened effect or no?
Nope.
Okay.
You were all stunned
Got it.
Imagining one
and
of the
take
voices
42 points of necrotic damage.
just calling out public speaking.
Can I have a pencil? Oh,
Who's
never mind.
still alive?
Me.
Well, I
Oh,
know you're
you
alive.
said
too.
42
42.
points, yes.
Are you down?
I'm at 1 HP.
Okay, solid.
Alex.
That would have killed me again. Like, if I hadn't leveled up.
That's why I asked who's still alive. Is Vanya fine?
Everyone's fine. I checked the numbers before this.
Fucking
Once you respond.
ow!
You were stunned, cannot speak, or move, or anything.
My telepathy doesn't require an
You
action.
may still use that.
You hear in your head,
Okay.
fucking ow!
Question.
Come off that.
Subtle casting a spell.
Yep.
If it requires no movement or voice activations, or if you subtle it, you can take away both of those. So yes,
You know something's wrong.
You hear panicked. What's happening?
Do I? Can I hear anything besides you in my head?
He's doing a different
Ah.
thing.
Yeah, I'm doing subtle casting.
Man outside with a crown down the road.
Beck, Gunlock, and how did you move?
No.
the person in the road.
Roger,
begins- Oh, thank you for remembering Roger.
Roger fucking died.
He comes up and just cleaves through Roger's neck.
Roger.
No, Roger's
loses
probably
head.
dead.
Beck, you see this. You see
No,
this.
Argus.
And Darwin sees this.
All the
right?
bugs are dead.
The bugs are unaffected for purposes of plot.
The
research.
bugs were
intelligence is too
inside
low.
Darwin's.
It's
physical
synaptic
form.
static and the bugs are too dumb.
I mean,
Yeah.
the bugs are really too dumb to be affected by this. It's not so nice.
Is Darwin outside or inside?
He's inside currently.
He's
Yeah,
inside.
okay.
Never mind. So whoever's outside.
And also the Beatles
basically.
do have it, like, canon
It's
ways
the
of
three
doing
of us
stuff.
and Roger.
Gotcha. Roger's head explodes
Yeah.
and falls to the ground and slowly dissipates, his celestial orb returning back to the plane from which you summoned him.
What the actual fuck?
That's what happens
This
when your seed
bitch!
dies.
The person in the road begins to walk towards the cart. The steps are heavy and deliberate.
We continue to be
take-
stunned.
You are stunned until I say otherwise, by the way. They take the figure straight past your frozen forms into the back of the cart. Another movement of the hand, and the roof of the cart lifts and is tossed aside in a scattering
rude.
of breaking wood.
This
Mother-
is brand new!
I'm now staring at the sky.
You fell out of your hammock and you are now just on the ground.
Squark, no!
Mark just gets yoked.
Squark's head also explodes.
He climbs aboard the cart and stands
Is Vanya still
before
lamenting?
Hold on.
Sorry.
all you all now. In your limited range of vision, you first see the numerous rings perfectly sized to adorn his fingers. They glint even in this light and are made of a rainbow of gems, all perfectly faceted. But his hands, they are a graying pale, near translucent skin, with polished nails over yellow beds. They now stand before you lot. Many of you have blood trickling from your eyes and your ears and your nose. When he speaks, the voice carries far despite its quiet, authoritative tone.
Oh. Oh boy.
18 pounds of refined, crystalline ethereum. At which moment he summons a number of spectral hands, blackened translucents, black streams of smoke flowing off of them. They all fly out to every bag, box, and container on the back of this cart. Ethereum demands the figure, and from your many bags of holding the shards of Ethereum rise out and are grasped by the spectral hands. They carry the shards back to the figure and under his cloak. Once they have all been collected, he begins walking to the front of the cart. You each can feel his gaze cross over you, chill rising down the back of your spine as he calls out to each of you in turn. The Baron, the Runner, the Hider, the Traitor, the Naive, the Beaten, the Damned. I'll give you that list after.
I got it.
We set forth a small cavalcade to revive my dear friend,
Oh,
Citrix Manus, from his too long slumber. Those I sent were sent quietly, in guise, without threat, and clear of mission. By this time last week, I should have been greeting my long-past ally at my dining table. Instead, I received calls from my agents that they have fallen, and the tomb has been lost to the actions of a bag of damaged, inferior creatures. He paces the cart some more, each step a sharp stiletto spike of sound in the muffled air around you. He stops before Sparky and grabs his head, turns it violently this way and that.
Of course you picked the smallest one.
Disgusting pubescent lizard. And then throws your head to the side.
With the rest of him, or
It's a valid question.
So one hit point, that's a valid question.
He falls to the side, you take no damage. You're all awake for this. But I hold no grudges against your lot.
This feels like a grudge.
Your naivety of the way of this world was evident from the time you trespassed upon the grounds of my friend's resting place. Would be that you were aware enough to understand the magnitude of your actions you were undertaking, then you would not have taken them. As such, I'll take pity on yourselves and leave as soon as I retrieve the second part of this intrusive errand. With another movement of his hand, he grasps the ring that is over Darwin's gloved hands. Oh, sorry. With another movement of his hand, the ring over Darwin's gloved hand begins to grow lightly. He walks over to you, grasps it in his hand, and yanks. The ripping of the glove is quick and clean, and now the evanescent bone of Darwin's finger stands out in sharp contrast to his animal skin's pants. The figure pauses briefly.
He's like, I didn't mean to do it that hard.
His first still clenching the mind ring and the remains of one finger of your gloves. A near audible smile creaks across the shadowed face of this powerful visitor. He lifts the mask worn by Darwin and reveals his cracked skull. He turns the skull, gripping it gently with his thumb and forefinger, appraising it as a jeweler would a fine gem.
Dude totally knows Darwin.
Now this is quite interesting.
let me get my trumpet.
You have piqued my interest. Rise. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Fuck!
Heck yeah. Does he get the paladin thing now? There's no roof?
Count, yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
You get a
Oh, it
plus
goes to the
2.
roofs.
You
Oh,
get,
okay.
you get
Everyone
a
was
plus
got
2.
a plus 2.
I don't think it would have mattered for any of us.
No, it didn't matter for that last one. Not after the disadvantage.
Nah. That's a 5 with the bonus from Gunmar.
All right. So, what's your other character, Darwin?
Ooh, I've got something special for you.
Yeah.
For my next character.
It's just a bug.
Then
Act
Frank-
actually
It's
just Argus.
Borfold.
It's Frank.
At that command, Darwin rises from his seat. To Darwin, the world goes blackened and muffled as though looking through deeply tinted glass with cotton stuffed in your ears. All sounds are far away except those uttered by this figure, which come in loud and absolute. You must do all in your power to obey them. Good. This calls for a change of plans. He reaches over and drops the ring and the remains of your glove back onto your lap. Or wait, sorry, where you were sitting. Big, wear this ring and travel to where it tells you to go. You grab the ring and place it back upon your now bare skeletal figure. When I leave, kill the rest of these and begin traveling at once. Darwin remains stock still, waiting for the figure to leave. The figure
We all hear
walks
this, right?
off the cart
Yeah, we do.
and vanishes into a cloud of smoke, leaving no traces behind. Now gone, you all feel the strength returning to yourselves and regaining control of your bodies once again. Except for Darwin.
Kill your friends.
Please roll initiative. Darwin, you get a surprise round as they are overcoming themselves from the effects of this thing.
Okay, Squirt can reach him wherever he goes. Darwin needs range to be effective.
Oh yeah.
And with that, I have something. Well, I have something minor, but this is for...
I'm gonna
Ability
use.
table.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, that's probably roll.
Gunma Beck, don't kill him. Again.
I'll try not to.
Ah, nifty.
Can smite be non-lethal?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Because, well, probably
Any
not a
melee attack
thing.
can be
Any melee
non-lethal.
attack can be non.
Good. He's
We've also
technically undead.
ruled that we can do ranged weapon
Non-lethal.
attacks
Yeah.
non-lethally.
Unless you do the total amount of the person's health in
Well,
one go.
yes.
And then you skewer both sides of their heads
We can intend for them to be
and
non-lethal,
make
but
a widow.
You can be intention, but if you do go over his health in one attack,
yeah,
or round, I guess. No, one attack.
yeah, we have to do. We have to hit in one attack. We have to hit
We have to
the
do
opposite of his
the lethal
maximum.
threshold.
Yeah,
Which hopefully we shouldn't be able
My
to do too
nice.
easy.
We shouldn't do that with Darwin,
here.
but we're all hurt a lot.
So this is the road. That's gonna be the dead Roger.
Doesn't he go poof once he dies?
He is
does go poof.
slowly going poof, but he is
Oh,
there
he's in
for
the
this.
process of poofing.
You guys are just all set up behind here. Have Beck... Sorry, have Tanner be either here or here.
Would a
No.
post-it be good for the cart?
We're just gonna know the cart's
Okay,
there for
that's fine.
now.
I actually have. I don't have it in my bag anymore, but I 3D printed a little cart
That would be good.
that we
Cool.
could use.
I was gonna purchase one, and I probably still will. But
I was gonna
it
say,
won't
you
be
got
till-
kind of chucked
You got
with the lid.
yeeted.
Question: Does
You're
Darwin
frozen.
count as being
Um,
undead?
Yeah,
'cause of his-
Darwin counts as being undead.
Fuck! I can't use sleep on him then.
You're
no,
not
but
that
you-
far.
Because he's got he's
No, but
different
Smite
'cause
does
of
extra
fear.
You're like
damage.
10
Smite
feet
will do
away.
extra damage.
I know.
If it gets through his weirdness.
Well, the reason we can't ping him as undead is because of the amulet he's wearing. That doesn't make him not undead.
Yeah.
As far as we're
I
aware.
have
It makes
him
him
back?
take healing and stuff. Like
He does
normal.
take healing, that's true.
Yeah,
See-
all healing and stuff.
Basically, if you
See,
ping
the
him
thing
in
is-
Smite, ask Alex, do I need to roll an extra d8? And then we'll know.
Who else we need?
Tanner. And
I think that might be
Tanner's
it.
the werewolf.
Tanner's
Tanner's the
the
werewolf.
He's probably on the other side. Yeah.
And then who else?
I would have had to be next
Yes.
to
Yep.
Yeah,
Tanner
Swanya's up there.
for the.
we-
had to be,
Yeah,
like,
Gunmar would be
Gunmar.
closer.
Yeah, Gunmar.
You are all very
Oh,
close
we have
together.
skeleton
No,
archer.
I would have to be within sight of you because you have the mind thing on.
Oh yeah, so I can
You
see
were-
Gunmar wherever
yeah.
we are.
Oh, and I'm right next to Darwin too.
I guess you would have been like near the front of the car,
Yep.
probably talking with Beck.
Yeah.
Yep. For purpose of this, by the way, Spark, hi Sparky. Spark, you just got knocked out when he lifted up the lift, and so you can put him beside Sparky.
Oh, he's still in the cart,
Yeah.
mechanically.
For the purpose of this, he was still in the car.
So it was
Okay.
Baron, Runner, Hider, Traitor, Naive, Beaten, Damned.
Baron, Runner, Hider, Traitor, Naive, Beaten, Damned. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder why Grandma was called the traitor.
I wonder why I'm the runner.
We've got our own tarot cards, guys.
Woo! Love tarot cards!
Yeah.
I love mysteries.
So, combat goes.
Combat
is? You know what? Here, let me.
I was gonna say you haven't asked for initiative yet.
No, I have not because I haven't run like actual initiative in a long time. Fuck me.
Excuse.
Which one? I haven't needed one of these in a long time.
I'm actually going to use my inspiration to re-roll my inspiration.
Don't do it. It's a lie. It
He-
never works.
He's
Okay.
gonna get a surprise
Yeah,
round anyway.
I tried that and it didn't go super well.
2025.
Oh god,
23.
we're doing this.
20.
Fuck you.
15, 20.
19.
10 to 15.
11.
5 to 10.
7.
9.
Just for future reference, the 11 to 15 is the ideal range for you guys to stay in.
I've got +3
So
decks.
you
I did it.
You did it! I'm talking about these two.
Oh, okay.
Vanya, for purposes, is currently got a 1.
Okay.
So she's going to go to the lowest and bottom. I will fire you. First up is Squawk. You are surprised.
You have your reaction back now.
Have
You
you
do
read?
have a reaction. That's good.
You're fundamentally surprised as the stun effect is wearing off, and you're basically this first round is you guys getting your abilities back.
I just fucking got yeeted from a. It's okay.
Darwin, you're up. Your orders were to kill them all.
Who are you gonna go for first? Probably Sparky.
Good question.
We are all in various degrees of ouch.
And you are.
Is Traitor spelled with an OR or an ER? It's an OR.
OR.
Traitor?
It's OR.
It's
Traitor.
It's
OR.
OR.
Traitor.
It's OR.
Yeah, it is OR. It's Traitor.
Oh, Traitor.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking Trader.
No, not like Joe's. Like Benedict.
Traitor is an OR. Traitor is an OR.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Same like Doctor, which I always fucked up.
Okay,
Doctor
please
Crit
naive.
with smite.
Please don't. He's
The good bony boy.
Okay.
You can not lethal. Just don't hit his lethal threshold, which you probably won't in one attack. Probably.
Who says we're going to do
You
one attack?
have full autonomy here. You
Yep.
just have to kill them.
stop standing. You don't.
You have
need
full
to do a
autonomy,
second.
but you have a goal you must complete.
Yes.
I really thought about warning you ahead of time, but I really wanted this to be a surprise.
That's fair.
And I thought,
Is
like,
it a surprise? We all knew this day was coming.
No. This is a surprise.
No? I knew this day was coming. Darwin would turn on us
I'm
all.
going to
I just got brain
cast
nuked.
a spell and get just Zephyr Strike.
okay.
Nice, nice.
And you see these just like large dragonfly wings appear behind me.
That's so cool.
Take my bow and begin to head off this way.
I hit.
You do not. You can't use opportunity attacks when I have Zephyr
Because of the
Strike.
thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Spark. You'll get him next time, buddy. Is damage of 1 or 2?
DA.
Then I'm going to shoot at Sparky.
Sorry, Sparky. It was nice knowing you.
Just kill
Yeah.
him.
AC
So what happens if he
13.
does kill us all?
Darwin wins! New campaign! Darwin wins!
Maybe.
Congratulations, you win D&D.
I gotta admit, it is a possibility I did consider.
Yeah, Darwin is one of the best of us.
Yeah, and it might happen, and we will work with it what happens. I believe in you all.
You hit us real hard.
That's a
I'm still
23 to
most-
hit.
That hits. If this was Pathfinder, it would be a crit.
That's 44
yeah, my
damage.
damage stuff out.
I still have nearly your max health.
Yeah, Beck's gonna be the problem.
Tanner, you're next, and then Sparky, you're after.
Cool.
I don't know why I'm
Come
rolling
on.
damage.
Make sure you
Because
don't.
you're you.
See if you kill him
that's-
outright.
15?
Yeah, it's true.
15
Yeah,
damage.
I'm down.
You don't kill him outright. Thank God.
I should have.
And then I will...
Shoot him again.
You could. You could shoot him again, make him fail saving throws.
You've got disadvantage now though, because
You do have
dead
disadvantage
people,
'cause now he's
dying
prone.
people are prone.
No, I'm going to go for Squark next.
You wish.
That's
You wish.
It's not a big game, but it's only like, what, an 18 AC? What's your AC?
18.
Yeah, but he can do monk things. Don't underestimate monk things. Monk things versus projectiles is what monks want to do.
Wait a second.
He's also currently the most.
Actually, nah, never mind.
Squark is also the one who can catch Darwin the easiest.
That is a 15. However, I'm going to use my Zephyr Strike to give myself advantage on this.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm sorry. I completely forgot. And Michael's still going to be down. And Squark. Never mind.
You
Never
have
mind.
a reaction,
You don't have your reaction
I
yet,
have my Shield of Missile Attraction.
Which just happens.
Yep.
which does just
Oh,
happen.
that's true.
You can't stun a shield!
No. So, what is the effect? Because
Who breed it specifically?
Inventory.
I do believe it just gets redirected to you.
It does.
Shield's cursed. Whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target within 10 feet of you, the curse causes you to become the target instead. While holding the shield, you have resistance to damage from ranged weapon attacks.
We did get it altered so that it's allies.
Yeah.
You're not currently an ally.
Not
Congratulations.
currently.
So what did you roll?
You rolled like 8 damage or something?
No,
Or, like,
what did you roll to hit?
The hit was like 23.
You still hit, but
Do you know how much damage you did?
15.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
7.
7.
7.
Congratulations, you're alive. You have 1 hit point.
Hey, that's important. And does this just keep happening?
Yeah, so the
Yep.
next one also goes to you. I still gave myself advantage on that.
That's fair.
Okay.
To 26.
Yep, hits.
If you want to be technical, Squark isn't in the 10 feet.
Yes, he is.
He's on the corner of it, isn't he?
No,
that
no,
would
that's-
still be 5'10".
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a hit. I get an extra D8 damage on that
Mhm.
because Zephyr Strike.
I wish I was out of range.
Yeah, because you
not
want
a
to do
good
monk
roll.
things.
That was a 2. So that's 14 damage.
Another 7.
Another 7.
How dare you?
Fuck
Remember
I'm
this.
so proud of you remembering.
Yeah! Fuck you, Alex.
Lightheartedly.
Turning our
Regardless,
friend against
I
us.
have an
I think
extra
it's
30 feet
hilarious.
of movement until the end of my turn.
I mean, Darwin was one of
So I'm going to go that way.
Yeah.
Um,
No, Darwin was one of my top
total
21st
of
to turn against the
65
party.
Yeah.
I will say that you feel compulsion
You and I were
not
the
to
other
go too
ones.
far. You were ordered to kill them. You can't go too far.
I'm not running.
Okay.
He's
He's not-
repositioning.
Yeah.
He's repositioned.
Darwin needs range. Darwin can kill us from 300
Where
feet
go,
away.
where
He
go?
needs to get away from
Necessary.
Squark.
There's sticky notes behind you if you fall off the map. Also, please note how high off the ground you are. You're at least 5 feet if you left directly from the cart.
Oh yeah, are you just able to fly with Zephyr?
No, I don't think so.
Just makes you faster.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the ground then.
But that would be an extra 5 feet to go down.
Yeah.
So I am 30 feet off the map then.
Excellent. Tanner, you are now no longer stunned.
Cool.
Sparky, you are now no longer stunned. Beck, you are now no longer stunned. Gunmar, you are no longer stunned.
Okay.
Lonnie is no longer stunned. Top of the round, swap.
Go get him.
Just casually fly over to him. Because I still have some movement.
I will say,
Can't
you
run!
have seen him without his mask a few times now.
Mm-hmm.
even though theoretically nothing should be different, it is different. There's always been sparks in the back.
Eyebrows.
There've always been glints of light, distant light in the sockets of his eyes. As faux pupils, you could say. They're now empty and void and filled with fogged shadow.
Rude.
Grab his head.
Just rip his head off his body.
Shit, that would work.
That would work.
I'm gonna punch him.
He would still try to bite you, though.
Don't punch the Darwin. Don't do
I'm
it.
punching the Darwin.
How hurt is the Darwin looking?
He took 42 damage from that
Should you
attack.
punch the Darwin? The answer might surprise you.
Does a 16
The answer is
hit?
always.
A 16
Darwin's got hellish rebuke.
Uh,
He's never told us.
does not hit.
Ah!
Damn.
Oh.
Are you a bitch?
I want you dead!
Doing this right! I am fully with
Does
you!
a 23
I mean,
hit?
good on you, but fuck you.
I was surprised. I was checking your AC when you said like it doesn't hit. I'm like, oh, I need to update this. And you're like,
No,
oh,
yeah,
you're
that was
fine.
right.
Well, that's 9 fire. Non-lethal.
Gotta love that non-lethal fire damage.
So,
He's the monk. He gets to
just
do
a
that.
little
First
singe.
hit,
I think it's funny.
Have we ruled that Tanner's psychic things can be non-lethal, or have we not?
Probably. How you doing?
They can
You
be
just-
non-lethal.
We keep
You know,
consistent
hold on.
with everything
Cool.
else.
I'm gonna bonus action flurry of
So the only thing we
blows.
can't non-lethal is electricity.
I'd rather you not.
Don't care.
I think I made spells non-lethal. Have I made that call yet? Or
I don't
know
we can do it at a later
I don't
date?
think we've
not
come
anymore.
up yet.
Okay.
Damn.
In this party, it hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, we do mostly
13 hit.
weapon attacks.
13 does not hit.
I may do a level
Make it
thing.
count.
I may
Yeah.
do something fun.
You have
You
inspiration.
can't non-lethal it. It's just too powerful. Under
Yes.
level 3, level 4 will have some flexibility with it.
You can always non-lethal cantrips.
Yeah.
But you're over there next to him.
My extra 5
Oh,
feet.
I could make the sorcery point thing just because we have a sorcerer.
Hey, lightning bolt.
My turn's over. I hit 1 out of 4 times.
Oof. Darwin, it's your turn.
How are you looking?
Fucking die.
I'm alive.
Squirk is the squishiest verb.
Without giving out numbers, he's the second lowest party member.
Okay, that's
That gives out
That-
like
that
no
gives out-
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
no
we know who the
numbers, but it
lowest
tells
is.
him everything he needs.
All you know is he's got more than one.
and I separated myself from the group.
Well, so did Darwin.
Yeah,
I
but you
wanted
tried to
to.
kill me. And there are many of you. I think that I'm going to Hunter's Mark
You're
you.
back. Go back.
How far are you guys from the 30 feet off the map? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a plan in Arthur.
Do you have a plan?
I do.
And
Great.
range within 5 feet gives me disadvantage, correct?
Mhm.
That's a thing.
Does Darwin
Uh,
count as a humanoid?
Yes.
Yes.
He does.
Okay, good.
Hold person would be great.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to
What do you think of the parrot?
drop bow, short sword,
Easily done.
and stabby stab.
Woo woo woo.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's a D6.
It used to be a joke that Darwin was the best of the D&D.
D6. Plus a D6.
Yep. Okay, good. I have the right numbers.
Hey, put these away.
Oh, that's a 5.
That is a 14 damage.
That's a night birdie.
Night night, Birdie. Ah, that means I don't get sneak attack anymore. Rip. Rip my sneak attack.
Well, now I don't have a bow.
It's just on the
It's
ground.
next to you.
I know, but like, is it
You can.
part of an action to switch
get-
back?
If you wanted to stow it, you didn't stow it. You dropped it.
Yeah.
What is it to grab it?
To
It's
re-grab.
it's a free action to re-grab.
I think
Okay.
your free action was spent drawing your sword, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so you only get one.
So-
free
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I
Like
don't
your
get a
next
second.
turn.
Next
you
turn,
can,
you get to pick it up.
Next turn you can grab it and run again.
You can grab it as long as you drop your sword. If you want to stow your sword,
Which I
that's
will.
a free action.
But I think that's
Yeah. As long
basically
as you
all
don't
I
mind
got
dropping
right now.
shit,
That
you
was
can
a
do all kinds of stuff.
free
Yeah.
bonus and
Oh,
normal
wow.
action.
Mort does it.
Literally how Mort does
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Mort actively drops
Dropping
shit.
hundreds of gold worth of...
Thousands of gold.
So that's my turn.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna stab you again.
Hey,
Yep.
hey.
That's the correct decision.
No.
You're down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
So I get advantage on that.
You
Stop
get
it.
advantage, and if you hit him, he misses 2 death saving throws.
Stop it.
15.
Stop.
So that's a 22 to hit.
You don't roll damage on this.
No.
Nope, it's just 2 failed death saves.
It's 2 failed death
Two
saves.
death saves.
Vanya's got healing.
And that is
word, right?
my-
me!
Come again.
Vanya does have
Later.
healing word.
Yes.
Vanya's at
The
the
earliest next turn.
back of initiative.
After that, Tanner and Sparky.
Alright. Tanner's gonna head that way.
We have this nice little man.
If I
A
bonus action
lot
dash, can I get
happened
there?
here.
I didn't do it.
5,
What?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Bonus action
You are
dash.
still 40 feet away.
You'll be in chucking range at least.
I am in checking range. I'm wondering if I want to draw aggro so he doesn't kill Burb. You said you have a
I
plan,
mean, now
right?
he's smart.
That's
He
old
can.
person.
He can still just kill me.
That's
I don't know.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know how wise.
All right.
he is.
We'll just throw daggers.
You can see me getting my sword ready.
I'm throwing magic. In his
I got the reverse grip
Are you
on it
40
to do
feet
the
away or-
little coup de
40
grace.
feet away.
I should be 40 feet away.
So what is your movement?
Sadie!
30.
Darwin's
It's whether or
trying
not
to kill us.
you choose
Darwin's
to
trying to
dash
kill
or
us.
not.
Okay.
About time, isn't
Okay.
it?
Yeah, you'd have to dash to get
I'm
up.
not dead yet.
Bonus
No,
action
you're 40
dash.
feet and you can throw 60, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't get to him this turn anyway. So, yeah.
Hello.
Shit for me.
Oh, if you like to read it, it's the new.
He started right away.
That's a 17 to hit?
17 does hit.
Cool.
I'm actually just going to straight up.
You take
read
7
this.
points of damage. Of psychic damage.
This is what
Xylophone
you guys-
noises.
at the end of this-
Xylophone noises.
Darwin is
So you
down.
straight up-
Damn.
Is he?
Yeah.
Heck yeah!
Darwin's down?
I started the fight with 14,
Oh, solid,
Yeah.
solid.
something like that.
Yeah, I did 42 damage to you all for a reason.
Okay. Then I will
Like, it's amazing that Squirt didn't down me.
bonus
Because
action
I missed
dash
3 times.
another 30 feet.
Which
Just
is
to get
amazing.
closer.
Darwin falls to the ground, still but unconscious. The border of his life field dim, but as you turn his skull, the fog is gone.
So whatever.
Squark is on the ground.
We run over to him and fix him.
Healing
Land.
land hands.
How much?
Whoop. Okay. 10. Can you get to her in time?
No, you can't. Vanya has to do healing word, otherwise we're risking him failing a death save.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Unless you have healing word prepared.
I don't.
Could have gotten away with it too
We
if
got
there were
cured.
meddling kids and that.
And ranged attacks.
And that shield too.
Haha, yeah,
It
fuck
was
you! MVP.
Vanya,
like I
would
could've
you
down
like to
two
use
in
healing
turn one.
word on Squirt?
Why don't we recap Vanya what's been
Yeah,
going on?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm reading. Can I get my folder, please?
Yeah, Alex, if you want to
Yep.
recap
So-
stuff.
Fundamentally, bad guy came over, and you learned the details there. He did a lot of damage to you all, and that damage also stunned everyone. I did roll for you. You rolled really well, and then really poorly because he made everyone have disadvantage. As everyone was stunned, he came over and was annoyed with you, stole all your Ethereum,
Good thing you made your pot already.
and then as he ripped off the mind ring that has Severus Adeptus in it, that Darwin wears, he also ripped off the glove, one of his glove's fingers, and saw that it was made of bone.
I'm sorry. Roger the Moose's head explodes as he dies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger's dead.
Because he took too much damage and he doesn't actually have a lot of health.
Wow, that's fucked.
But yeah, once he realized that
I think I have moose chunks evaporating off of me.
Darwin,
You, me, and Gunmar all went.
he lifts up Darwin's mask and realizes he is a skeleton. He examines him carefully and then orders him to rise, and he does. He is forced to obey. At which point he is told, when I leave, and he gives the ring back. When I leave, kill all these people and where this ring tells you to go, follow. And then he left. At which point, while everyone else was recovering from a stun, he got a free round of actions. And then
I would have taken out Sparky immediately, but apparently we still have the
Alex remembered
missile
shield.
absorbing shield.
Here's the thing. For the longest time, we were only targeted by ranged magical attacks.
Yes.
This is the fucking counter to your bullshit.
True. It's a counter to you.
Makes me resistant. Also makes me resistant. So.
Oh, he also gave you all weird titles.
Yours was
The Baron.
the Baron. Anya was first in the list.
Yeah.
I got the list here.
Ah, okay.
Try not to remember the numbers, but if you do, it doesn't actually change anything.
Numbers. I can't read numbers.
Okay.
And you guys ended up fighting Darwin. Now you fought you all were weakened. You all took 42 points of damage.
Sparky had 1 health this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Interestingly, due to a Zephyr strike, he was able to get away. Squawk was able to catch up to him, but Squawk,
It's Squishy Bird.
yeah, he went down, and because he had no one else to attack, he kicked him when he was down. And when you crit when you hit an unconscious person with a melee attack, it auto crits. Takes 2 death saves those off, so he has 1 left. And when it hits he's at the top of the round. So you have the rest of this round, starting with Sparky.
To do anything about it.
Trying to get him just a single point or even
How much health does Vanya have? Also, what is the range?
55.
Minus 42.
Update.
13.
So, what is the range of Healing Word?
30, 60.
60. It might be 30.
I will check.
We really don't want Spark to die again.
We might not have an
Let me
option.
do it. It's okay.
Because what I'm thinking is, Sparky runs off this way, lightning lures Vanya towards him to yank her over, and then she runs over the rest of the way.
It's only 10 feet.
Yes, but 10 feet makes the
10
difference
feet
here.
makes the
Does
difference.
it?
Yes.
Because, yeah. Because I'm 10 feet away right now, because after my first hit down Darwin, I finished with the bonus action dash.
Let's see. You can also transform into something very fast.
You could turn into something fast and get over there.
There are ways of getting over there. I'm going to...
I don't think that matters because I can't turn back into.
Right.
You can drop Wild Shape.
That's a bonus action to turn back.
Sparky runs in
Why
front
can
of
I
you,
not, like, pull my stuff up?
looks at you, and then...
No, lightning lure Vanya.
Well,
Vanya
yeah.
has the ranged healing.
I do not have ranged healing.
Yeah.
You
The
don't have
healing
healing
word?
word prepared. No.
Yeah, no one does. Okay.
No one does.
Yeah, so we'll need to get someone 10 feet closer, yeah?
I have cure wounds prepared. And everyone should have. None of y'all
Everyone
have,
has
like, the
potions.
that I-
Everyone
No
has
one
po-
can reach
The
him.
problem is no one can reach him
No one can
before
reach
his
him
turn.
with the action economy to give him a potion.
Mm,
What's your speed? Because you're the other
40
fast
feet.
where's Spark?
30 feet.
90
off
feet
the-
that way. Not
So
90 feet.
5, 10,
70.
15, 20, 25, 30,
Yeah.
35, 75 feet that way.
Could you get there? If you got yeeted.
I have a speed of 40 feet.
Okay.
No
one can get there.
Does...
We are rolling the chances.
Hang on.
Just dying.
We
and
could just play a
don't.
campaign where Squirt's the only one that dies.
Hang on.
And he just dies repeatedly.
Oh my god, you bastards! You killed Squawk!
Not again!
Just do it.
I don't know if we have an answer to this.
He dies like every combat.
Well, the first answer is, or like the option you all have is, You could just roll a saving throw.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not
Spark-
like I'm gonna
Yes,
fucking
no.
just die.
I mean, that's
Okay.
the problem.
Yes, but it's a 50% chance of you just dying.
Sparky's going to still try to do everything he can, so he's going to get the one person
You okay?
he knows can heal closer,
Yeah.
and he's going to look at you and just yank you with the lightning.
Whoop.
Yeah. Gunmar and Beck are also probably the least dead
And then I'm assuming you fail the save.
voluntarily.
Yeah, of course.
You take some damage. I'm going to roll it. You
You're
take
resistant
half.
to lightning damage.
Yeah. So it's halved. Especially if you down me, I'm going to
I
laugh.
changed it to fire damage.
Oh
I'm
no!
going to laugh hysterically.
You should have 23 left, minus 14. You have 9 points of health left?
Yeah.
Oh, I swear to God. It's fine. It's a D8.
Ah,
Cool. You really
Perfect.
can't
Good
kill
job.
him.
7.
oh my god. Came real
Have.
close.
Have.
3.
3.
That's funny.
This got way more intense.
Yeah.
I
Yeah!
wasn't expecting you to kill him.
I was super expecting Darwin to kill somebody.
You should have killed more people.
I was trying.
I know I know he could
He
have!
tried. He
I
tried
feel like
really
I could have
hard.
downed at least 2 people on my first turn.
That was the plan.
At
But you
least.
didn't.
At max 2 people.
Yeah.
But also, like, 2 people.
Well,
You fucking didn't.
Well, because you could have done Sparky and Squirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want more water.
Beck would have been your biggest problem.
Hi.
Because Beck just resists.
Yes,
all your
give
damage.
water to the man you
Pumpkin in
just
there,
killed.
too, I guess,
Well,
please.
Not dead yet.
With the smug.
That's my turn.
That's Sparky's turn. It is now Beck's turn, then Gunmar, then Vanya.
All right.
Run.
Yeah, no. So
Ow.
Oop.
You okay?
good?
And bang my elbow on the table.
So I am going to, at the very least, with dashing, I can,
You can
get
get
to
there.
him.
So you're the first one to
yeah.
notice that Darwin looks like he's back to normal.
So at the very least, I can pull out a potion, even though I can't give it to him.
Oh, the whole thing. The whole thing.
Watch you roll a 20 on your save.
It's Gage. He just might.
It's Gage.
How the fuck?
What is out the door?
Can I have another pumpkin?
You may
Oh,
A whole pamphlet?
allow it.
yeah. I mean, I took 5 from a wedding.
Yeah.
If you dash, he gets to add the 2 to his saving. If you get over there,
He'll
he gets
add
to
2 to the saving throw. So just dash.
I was planning on it.
Beck, did you want to do anything with
Michael.
your action?
I
Um,
yanked your clothes.
Can you?
I don't think I
don't have
because
haste.
I
I
can't.
swapped
I
it out for
can't
something else.
force you with a
Damn it,
potion
Michael.
with a
That's
bonus
the same
action.
reason Vanya doesn't have healing.
I swapped it out for a lightning bolt because we're traveling out and I was in the field, and that's when lightning bolts are useful. When things are
Looking
down.
over my things right now because I
Field.
don't think I have anything.
Honestly, right now,
Yeah.
if you want to try to like bring out a potion to have
Yeah,
it make it
yeah.
easier
So I've got
already.
a potion out.
Yep.
It's a free action to drop something, drop it on his face, and hope it breaks some of the water lifts.
Does that
One
count
damage.
as a hit?
Nothing like a vial. It's enough to do a damage.
What if it breaks on the ground next to him but splashes on him?
There's a lot of ways we could go with this. Not a lot of them are seeming like winning options.
Just Oh no! I dropped it!
I dropped the liquid that was inside the vial.
Gunmar, what are you up to?
He's dashing.
Dash. As
How
close
close
as
are you?
He is.
The dash gets him there,
The dash gets him there.
but he can't
He
do
he
I
anything.
can't
was
do anything?
He was like 55 feet away before.
You what?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought he was up further than that.
Well, he
Nope,
got pulled.
He got pulled forward.
You're right. Good.
He
There
got
you
pulled to 10 feet.
go. Vanya.
And at the end, at his turn, he gets a +2.
Wait, your little healing aura square thing. Do you have that prepared? God dang it.
No.
I had
Well-
my spells prepared like 2 days ago in game, and I just didn't change it. And then last session ended with us finding some dude, and I didn't feel right
And
changing
then
it then.
the dude did the things.
The dude did do the things.
I do be a true.
We gather here today to
Again.
mourn the passing of Squark.
Can you transform into a like cow? Because
I mean, in
they
theory-
can do, like a shove attack and get him like even closer.
The close is not the problem now. No
No,
one
it's
has
actually-
range.
Yeah, everybody that could heal has already gone.
Nobody,
forward.
yeah, nobody has ranged.
No one's got
Healing.
ranged healing, and we're all too far from him.
I used my action economy to kill Darwin.
Which was very rude.
Again.
You did it first. You started this.
I did.
I give an inspiration to Darwin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
No, you
Nice
played
to
you
know
played
that,
that phenomenally. Very, very
killing
impressed.
my friends gets me inspiration. I'll
And
keep
if
that in mind.
Squark dies, you get another inspiration.
Yeah, let's go.
So your god has arrived. You're interested, party.
Oh God.
So whose turn?
It's still Vanya's turn.
Sorry.
Sardior, Ishmael, weird bird serpent
If
thing,
nothing else, you can just
crazy
run over.
undead king guy,
Some
It's
gravel,
fucking-
apparently.
gravel.
The Lorax.
Yeah, all the nature.
Puss in Boots.
Nope.
Very happy you gave me this role, by the way.
Hey.
Thank you.
I would have also
I thought
liked
you
the.
would appreciate
I
it.
also would have also liked the role of beating the shit out of my party.
Like I said, Darwin was one of the top 3 most likely to turn on the party. The other 2 were Tanner and Gunmar.
I would have
For future
100%
reference,
like
Alex.
evil monologue
Yeah.
that shit as
For
well.
future reference, that cart is small enough for me to get a whole lightning bolt in there.
Nice.
So just letting you know for future reference.
Do you have mending there?
That's interesting.
Not for this situation, but like our cart's broken now.
Sorry.
Very good.
You're already at Squark, yeah?
Yeah.
So really, there's no point for me even going over there.
Yeah.
Do you have haste?
Nope.
No.
I feel like
We
we would
will.
get the chance to pick your spells.
No, I would,
Yeah.
but we're just going
Vanya-
through this. I
Vanya
didn't,
would have
And
gotten.
the last session ended with me knowing we're going into combat, and I don't feel right picking spells knowing we're going into combat.
You want to make a roll? Because I wouldn't mind
I'm
doing
fine.
a 50-50
I'm
on
fine.
that.
When I wild shape, I have the option to either have my stuff go into me or just
Fall.
drop.
Yeah.
Can I put a potion in my mouth and wild shape it and then have it still in my mouth?
You can choose to have it to not be absorbed. Yes.
Cool. I do that. I put a bottle, the mouth in my mouth, the head of the bottle, and I turn into a riding horse. I move 60 feet. I'm 5 feet away from Squark.
Would the dead man like some turkey?
It's the only thing the dead man
You
has
still
for him.
technically
Yeah, a
have
little
an
bit.
action.
Can a horse force feed a potion?
No, that's a question.
I lean
And that's
down,
also a
bite through the
A
bottle.
really
and
high
hit
dexterity
Squark.
congratulations
check.
getting added to the quote book.
Okay,
It's not my first time.
I
not.
will actually allow that with one caveat. You get half the healing, he gets half the healing, and you still take a point of damage for breaking the vial in your mouth.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
But I will take that. That's creative enough.
What do I roll?
It's 2d4.
The potion
so
just
you get
happens,
1d4, he gets 1d4.
To, in his face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't have to roll for it.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll for it.
Oh.
He's just healing.
Yeah. Alex
just-
is like, this is nifty. You can do it.
Cool.
You are a horse with a mouth. You're
I
gonna.
would have been
been fine.
fucking fine, by the way.
You rolled like an 18, 19, yeah.
He just gets up.
I also got near you because I wanted you to have the luck in case you roll.
Yeah.
Once. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Is what,
So yeah, just roll a d4. You roll a d4. You get some weird, slobbly, kind of slightly glass-filled healing potion. But
Is
yeah,
this
you
one of the
I take
druid
1
healing
point of
potions?
damage.
take 1 point of damage. But it's
Mhm.
1d4 plus 1, 1d4
It's
plus
whatever
1.
you grab.
I'm a druid, and
Yeah, but are you
I
using
made
one
it.
of the druid ones?
I didn't get any
You
of the
did.
druid ones.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you got 4 mushrooms. Each mushroom can make 2 potions.
Mama.
Your mom is a
That
horse?
was like on my list of things to tell
No,
you today.
vomiting into my mouth.
But no, I will totally let you, as a horse, take damage to actively get somebody unconscious. Yep,
Cool. I gained nothing.
Good job, Vanya.
cool. Spark, you gain 1d4 plus 1 of health.
Oh,
I'm at 3.
Oh, wait, it's plus 1?
Oh, you took, that plus 1 was negated for you. So, plus 1 for you. So you got 1
I
point of
forget
health.
what the exact quote was.
No,
Yeah.
you
And a horse
have
horse
an
feeds
action
something
left.
something.
Horse feed someone a potion, probably.
Yeah.
And even when I don't have healing prepared, I still heal.
We all thank you for it. Because I was not expecting this. I have to admit, I was
Really?
expecting I was expecting people to go down. I was expecting, like, why
I had-
birth? And then you went off and sequestered yourself.
What did you think he was gonna do? He's not
That's
lethal.
less
He's
Oh,
not.
he's stable. He's at 0. He's not, like, death saving throws. He's just unconscious.
Yeah, we weren't out
We
to
hit
actually
Yeah.
hit
hit him non-lethal.
I was dying.
Yeah, he got stabbed when he was already down.
Darwin's goal was to murder.
And he played that well.
He
Good
did
job,
play
Evan.
that well. Good job.
Thank you.
We
So-
all gather.
Yeah. With that, huddling around the now waking body of Squark, still, and all of you, with blood trails trailing from various facial orifices. You are around Squark and Darwin's body.
And
Gun
2
mark.
arrows in my chest.
Oh, yeah.
Gunmar, back. Be ready to punch Darwin in the face. Can I smack Darwin awake?
No, he's unconscious. You need to heal him.
I pick up a rock and
He needs 1 point of healing to wake up. Otherwise, you can wait. Give me a d4.
I'll shove a potion in his
Did
mouth.
you
You're not
grub
tonight, you're not
today?
tonight. Give me a d4.
What?
Did you good grub today?
No, Gunmar, you heal.
I didn't
He's out for 3
explicitly
hours.
say.
I was gonna
That's a question
say,
for you.
Yeah.
I didn't explicitly say that I good grub.
but he always
However,
good
I
grubs.
tend to always good grub in the morning. Can that just be
Did
like a rule? I did use a spell slot.
Then yeah, well, you go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
will
fish out a grub.
do that
to feed
every
him.
morning from now on.
Okay.
I'm
As
gonna
long as you
force
roll
feed
out
him
the
a
spell
grub.
slot, I'm
Yeah.
fine with it. Yeah,
It's kind
you
of
could either
weird
wait.
because it's just a draw.
But yeah, you could either wait 3 hours or give him a point of healing.
I'd force feed him a grub.
Easily done. Maybe not easily. It's done.
Okay.
The bugs take it.
Honest. We're gonna go with the dead marshal.
Darwin.
You have 3 marshals on top of you, just ready to go ham.
Gunmar like has his axe out ready.
Darwin, buddy,
Darwin.
everything okay?
You are far away.
You wake up in full control of your facilities.
You with us, Darwin?
The last thing, you remember the whole thing.
We were all there.
Okay.
The last thing you remember is Squark was dying.
Yeah.
Why did you pull out a sword?
Where were you keeping it?
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I didn't know you had a sword. But that's neither here nor there.
Are you okay?
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm with
better
you.
be.
Insight check.
Inside check.
Go ahead. Give me your numbers.
Could have done something about the fucking arrow.
Oh, I can boost my insight check. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta send back the arrows. I
Yeah.
was kind of expecting that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
So,
That's what
read
I
that
was
he
expecting him
stabbed
to do.
I fully expected you guys to come out of this, but that was a little close.
A little.
10.
Cool.
18.
18. I know you're passive, so I'm going off that. But I will let you know as well, since you just know this innately. Yeah, you have control.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Okay, let him up.
Sorry about that.
You're a little uncertain. A 10 actually is... No, you have a negative deception, right? And you're not proficient in it?
Yeah, I have a negative 2 to
You
that.
do realize, yes. Because I'm going off his...
Can I put in a
Sounds
formal request with the DM?
Mhm.
Can I have something similar that Darwin had as well?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe at some point you might be a one-off.
Okay.
Oh,
If
I
he
wa-
There
I
will
want-
definitely be casters
You just
with the
wanna
spell
be-
I
dominate
really
person.
want to roleplay evil Gunmar.
Like,
It's
think
hard to
Mario,
dominate balance.
Where they have like a fat base and... Oh, the iridescent on the bottom side, on the fins. But on the top, it's literally red and white spots.
I get off, Darwin. 'Cause
Right.
I was literally on top of you.
Things will take
I'm-
some weight.
very sorry about that. When the dead man spoke to me, I had no choice but to listen.
I hate magic.
Can I...
It felt like I was a tool and it felt oddly familiar.
Can I do a check to see what spell that was?
Interesting.
Yeah, go ahead. Do okay.
What?
That's a little interesting.
It is.
15.
Don't recognize the spell. But you're confident that it probably wasn't one.
Oh, snap.
So,
That's why I wrote mind controls in the notes and not dominate.
he didn't actually cast a spell to
So he can
take
just
over
do
the-
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming
Weird question.
it's because he's some kind of necromancer.
I was wondering the same thing.
I can make
Because
two
he didn't do
healthy
that to anyone else. He only did it to you and only after he saw what you were.
Mhm.
No thanks.
When you make
Actually, a
health
little
potion
offense.
out
You
of
just killed
it,
Scorn.
the health potion will-
Almost.
He was not in control. Then.
Hold on.
I'm still laying on the ground.
Point of contention.
Good point. Sorry, Squark.
Point of contention. That ring can't hear you unless you put it on, correct?
At which
I
point,
did put it on.
Yep.
Oh, you put it on after...
Yeah,
he was
he
told
made
to
me
take it and
put it back on.
Well, because he dropped it on the guy...
Yeah,
that
but
put it
and then
on
he
the
told
seat.
me to put it back on.
yeah.
Oh, so he put it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you look down, you see it's on your finger.
Tell him you succeeded.
I succeeded. They're all dead.
You hear the raspy voice of Severus Adeptus
I love
in
it.
your head. No, you did not.
Damn it, I
I
tried to
saw
fool you.
the coldness of your mind while you were out.
It was worth a try.
But if you still want to know where to go, we can arrange that.
16.
I do.
Then kill them all.
No. Stop it.
They killed them all! Fine!
Here we go again.
3 marshals go off.
You
Zephyr
get
strike.
you get smited 2 times.
You get smited, stabbed,
Yeah.
and boink.
The offer stands.
Counter offer. Just take the whole party cap.
Counter offer, kill yourself.
He's already dead. Both
Not
of them are.
Darwin, the ring guy.
The
He's
ring
already
guy.
dead too. That's why he's in the ring.
Again.
Well, okay, well... That was,
Also, in case that ever happens again, and you're all grouped together, keep in mind that I do have web, and that's a good option against you.
fair point.
Fair.
Thank you for that.
We didn't go into this with a tactical knowledge that you were going to be.
No, I know.
Darwin.
But this may not be a one-off thing, seeing as how easily it happened.
Not fair.
Now, slightly concerning question. Did you recognize that man?
Does he seem to know you or something like you?
Do I?
You may roll a history with advantage.
Yes!
Keep in mind you have inspiration.
Do.
But you didn't get 2 inspirations.
Because you didn't kill Squirk.
That's true, unfortunately. I will use an inspiration on this. Just, hopefully...
That's cocked. That looks cocked.
Yeah, no,
That's cocked from here.
that's a 23.
Nice.
When you got mind controlled, your face was finally free to take in the commands of the master. And so you looked him in the face while everyone else in their stunned forms could not lift their heads. And so you got to see it. Its pale form, its thin black locks, its tiny beady eyes, yet filled with contempt and hatred. It's a face you have not seen in 1,800 years.
God damn it.
It is the face of Ty Eldritch.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Oh,
enough.
fuck.
Long, starved, pale, with new scars, but nonetheless
I feel like we should tell people
Hi.
that he's around.
Who's gonna believe us?
Cantus. Physics. Physics, notably.
that is the undead prince.
Yeah. Right, so that's a problem.
You know what else is a problem? He took my Ethereum.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we did get robbed.
We got robbed by
Your
the.
pot is still there. He took the pure Ethereum.
He can't unmake your pot.
Yeah.
And it's not into something
He
usable.
briefly thought about it. He was like, "Oh, you don't."
At the very least, we got rid of some of it. Gave it to physics.
You did. You got rid of some of it. But
Fucking-
any Ethereum you have in your packs is gone. As he came to take back what was his.
They were both from my pack, too.
We give him the magic user.
Yeah, because we had 4. I gave 1 to Physics, gave 1 to Beck, and I kept 2 full shards of Ethereum.
Which you can now tell by cost of elimination was £6 a piece.
We've picked them up before.
No.
It just never came up before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, £6.
Oh well.
Is it still foggy?
It's still foggy. It's still overcast.
Okay.
The fog seems to be letting up to more of normal fog instead of barely 20 feet of vision. It's more like 100 and growing out. But an overcast day is an overcast day.
I just think the entire time while he was on the wagon, like, because I was basically paralyzed, I was looking forward on the
Yep.
wagon. I saw exactly none of that.
Yep.
I just heard him walk behind me and say beaten.
I just have a reach one. It's the one that doesn't show up on Foundry. Or
D&D.
No, it's cold.
Tragic.
Oh, that's the one. I meant to fix your sheet. Fuck me. That's on me. I've got it worked out, but that's on me. I meant to reactivate those
you're
things.
fine.
I live
Well.
regardless.
Okay, so to
So
recap,
what do we do about the undead prince from 1800 years ago coming after us?
I don't know if there's much we can do.
1853, if you want to be exact.
I do.
He shows up to give us that little
I
tidbit.
mean, I do
We
have
just-
that
we
written
just hear
down.
his
That's
voice.
what year it is.
We just hear his voice on the wind. 1853, you punks.
And you look every day of it.
Oh yeah. I still
But
got
your head also explodes.
He's welcome to try.
Yeah.
I can make characters faster than Alex.
Okay.
That's fine.
Also, how did he? What did he mean by damned? And how did he know that if he didn't know I was a skeleton?
He had names for all of us, so he knows more about us than I think we do about ourselves.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I think the few places you undisguised yourselves were probably warded in some way. Because it was
Yeah.
the druid circles where you.
And
I
I've
don't
had
know.
the amulet on the first time. It seems that worked even with Ty.
Right.
He didn't know until he
Yeah,
saw.
Okay. Okay.
keeping
okay.
that on.
Maybe it's just your spooky mask.
What are you gonna do about your glove?
I can't.
Oh, fuck a cart!
Bonnie, do you have mended prepared today or no?
What happened to the cart?
It's
The whole
gone.
roof of it's been ripped off.
I will say the cart's roof is meant to come off, and so the
I don't think
damage
it's
is
meant
not
to
as
get.
bad
I don't
as
think
you
it's meant to
think.
get thrown 20 feet though.
No.
You didn't
look-
proclaim it in a shattering of wood.
Yeah. I would say it doesn't look great, but it looks fixable. It looks like side of the road fixable.
Okay.
Especially if somebody, like, it's a guarantee if somebody had, woodworking tools and was a carpenter or something like that. I know none of you are.
I was gonna say, that
So-
seems specific.
Yeah. But, like, no, you could cobble something together.
Alright, so in the
or-
next town, we're picking up carpenter's tools. Who's gonna learn that?
Okay.
You can drive.
No.
What are we gonna do about your glove?
Sew it.
Yeah.
You hear
Yeah,
your
No,
voice?
you
So,
giving the finger back.
Yeah. Sparky, you and I want to take a look at fixing the
Not
cart
mad
while
at
they're...
that, so.
Yeah.
Well, you mean Gunmar, probably.
Mm.
Beck, you're strong, but you're
Yeah.
short like us.
I got
Also,
okay.
most of the damage
You're
is
an
to
engineer,
the
I'm
posts.
dexterous.
Reinforce those, try to get them stable. You should be good until you get to a real light.
So, yeah, I
You don't
think...
get to use the hammock anymore.
I was gonna say, I think 3 or 4 of us work on that. Darwin sews up his glove.
Squart falls to his knees because he can't use the hammock.
We take an hour and fix everything. Or 2
I would
hours
say
or however long it's gonna take.
it's gonna, like, that takes an hour.
Yeah.
It's literally fixing it all. The fixing of the cart, because you need to find appropriate wood, cover the shape, then, like, staple it together. This is a great time to use your bag of 200 gold you have in the back of the cart.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
And so, you can roll to see if, like, did you perceive that you might have cart issues?
Yeah, I'll roll to that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Can somebody help for that roll or no?
I think with this big of a group, I'm allowing 2 rolls.
Okay.
Because it would kind of do in a loosey-goosey version of the one that...
One of us might have remembered at some point, hey, bring
I'll-
some extra planks and
Yeah,
some
I'll make
nails.
the other roll.
Yeah,
Is
literally,
it
like,
intelligence or...
You're looking for pretty really standard stuff here. Nails, hammer, some strips of wood.
It's stuff that in the
What?
week that we knew we were leaving Richmont,
Yeah.
we would have thought about at some point during that.
What
Very
massive
skill
amount of
is
hours.
this?
Oh, this is a straight roll?
Just a straight roll?
Or is it... no, it's history intelligence roll. Because
Oh.
it's foresight. I'll allow wisdom. Wisdom is foresight, and intelligence is preparation.
Brother, what's
So
Darwin's
either-
Yeah,
wisdom?
I'll allow either.
My
And you can go
intelligence
ahead and
is
see.
higher.
I hope so. You have 19.
I remembered.
I'm gonna use my wisdom. Sparky didn't remember.
What you get?
I was using intelligence 24.
Okay.
It's a
And
skill check.
is that
Yeah.
natural
Oh,
20?
I rolled a natural 1.
My
And
fault.
you rolled natural 20.
Oh my god!
It's opposite
Yeah!
You'll
Yeah.
get one, and I'm nearby.
Oh yeah, do you want to reroll the 1?
Yes, I'll reroll the 1.
Ah.
14.
You might roll
60.
100.
60.
The one cards are bad.
Hey, Gage. Oh, yeah. You can take the
I kind of did want a one card.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
You'd be the first one to get one.
Oh, sorry.
You took the top.
You cannot do that.
No. It's, I
This
still
would have been
prefer
so
this.
nice 20 minutes ago.
What is it?
Oh yeah, I'm glad you've all picked up on that. I haven't asked what your fate cards are. I don't know what
Yeah.
they are. You're surprising me with them.
Okay, so don't, yeah.
Don't say that.
But you all picked them up. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was fully prepared to
Yeah, when you
hold on to
handed that to
mine
me,
for
like-
months.
Oh yeah, just like
No.
hold it.
Literally the first.
We're
session.
gonna hold them, and then
First
there just won't be any
opportunity.
more.
What was
I
the
had to
rules?
play it. Turn a hit into a miss or a crit into a hit.
It's a
And
powerful
then
card.
I used it to survive against Quark.
That's the only reason Squirk didn't kill you.
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
During the fight where I.
Oh yeah,
turned
you just missed that. Yeah, he just handed me a card. And I'm like, why is this? I was like, oh,
Why is this?
Why is?
Easily enough. Yes. You're looking at like, hey, you own a wooden cart. Stuff can break. You remember to pack a bag of nails, a standard hammer. Probably not the world's greatest hammer, but it's not
A
gonna break
workable
anytime
hammer,
soon.
yeah.
Yep.
Sparky,
And
it's in the back under the rations.
with, you said a 24.
Mm-hmm.
You even remember to get that's not the right. I'm gonna call them furling strips. That is very much not the right word. It's just strips of wood. It's like pre-made strips of wood that you use to bond things together, like the yield epoxy.
It's
you know?
patching.
Yeah, it's patching wood.
It's a wood cast,
So
basically.
you have all the materials you need. 2 hours of solid work between a couple of you should be enough to
I was
reinforce
gonna say strong, engineered,
Yeah.
good with hands.
So you guys, within 2 hours with the required materials, no rolls required, you guys repair the cart to the point that it will take its weight, and if you put it back on there, when you get to a next carter, it might be good to replace a beam or two, but should be a 1-2 day job at
We
most.
put the stair tire on.
How bad did he fuck up the paint job?
The only thing that's painted is the
Yeah, you did paint the cart. I would say the name of the cart is fine. That's on the
Very
side.
good.
The roof had already some damage to it because it's on and off and on and off. I would say most notably there is now one kind of big scrape on the roof. Where the roof hit the ground particularly hard.
Caught a rock.
Yeah.
But adds character to
Do you
it.
know how hard it's going to be to match that paint?
We're just gonna have to paint the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
It's going to cost so much paint. We can't just go to Home Depot.
What the fuck is Home Depot?
It's this place over in Rodheim that I used to go to.
It's fine. We'll
Or-
go to ye old
yeah.
Lowe's.
I went to Costco to get my teeth.
Alright, so we fixed the cart.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna call it
fixed
noon.
The guy who owns
It's
the
now-
Mexican store
We
is just
fixed
named
the cart, we
Below.
break for lunch.
Yep, there you go.
Short rest, everybody?
Yep.
Short rest?
That
Yeah, I'll
sounds
take
good
it.
right
I'll
about
take
now.
a short rest.
Can I get
How much
someone-
should wood cost in
That's
supplies?
fucking nothing. You're adventurers. It's not gonna be a lot.
2 gold, 3 gold. We have to take it off the cart thing.
Yeah.
So- oh, sorry. That.
Yeah.
Materials, wood, and nails. Call it 4 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, very much the nails is the expensive part of that.
What did you need?
Someone
Sorry.
roll a d20.
298 or 198.
Well, yeah,
4? Alright. Starts raining.
No, it doesn't!
All within 10 feet.
Within 10 feet of Sparky, you watch as the rain just kind of...
Whoop.
That's amazing!
Fuck yeah!
He's a waterbender.
What's a waterbender?
That's cool. Make sure you move around so you don't dry out that patch of grass.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'll actually, and like he kind of like shortens it a bit. Like I'll shorten it to just me. Because it's up to
Rude.
10 feet.
The rest of us get soaking wet.
You just look at Gunmar dripping wet. It's like, it's fair.
I got struck by lightning for this.
You know,
I died for my
you can put them on your shoulders.
I can!
I stop it.
You're staying up here now. You deal with the consequences of your
Oh,
actions.
fine.
This is the weirdest umbrella I've ever seen.
My umbrella talks to me.
How the? I'm assuming, like,
short rest?
I kind of just made the electricity inside me
Oh, you
around
just
in
get the
the
short
air.
rest. It just rains.
Yeah.
And if you look really, really closely near where it's contact, you can see the occasional, like, static electricity just kind of pinging off under raindrops.
I don't know enough about electricity to have an opinion on that.
All I know is electricity is magic as hell.
Taken and rest.
I'm up to 36.
Wow. I currently.
Oh, I should do my short rest.
Neat.
And I'm over half my health.
We are.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you run out of stuff to do.
Thank you. Got you. Shrunk.
Ooh, that's exactly what I
need.
needed.
Actually, decently ahead of schedule. You can just keep it for me.
There we go.
3 hit dice and I'm back to
Good
full.
grub.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys are all healed up and stuff like that, and we'll move on for the second day of the hat. Second half of the
Good
day.
enough.
Okay. Yep. No, not 127.
I was barely bloodied by that.
Shut up. Show off.
I got HP for days.
You're a barbarian. Congratulations.
I took 2 of Darwin's arrows. Granted, they were at resistance, but still.
Gotta
Just
love
saying
using.
he didn't use all the bells and whistles.
I know, but still.
Gotta love
Still
using
hurt.
all your short rest hit dice.
What
to
did I take you
not
down
get
to?
back to 100 health or 42.
9.
Okay.
Yeah, man, casters.
Because I could
Yeah,
have
it's
arcane surged
Also,
you,
the
but that
nature
would
of
have
rolling.
that would have been at most another 8.
Yeah.
Which you would have halved to 4.
Yeah.
So.
If you had started on our side, I would have probably flame arrowed you.
You're adding your con, right? Per roll?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Con? What's con?
Does the Seal of Missile Attraction still go off if I'm down?
No.
No? Cool.
The God has said that it
spoken.
doesn't.
That would make sense.
When you repaired it, well, not repaired it, but when you modified
The curse.
it makes it a much more friendly item.
Ah.
Where only if someone attacks your ally will it activate, which is one of the things you did. But also, it turns off when you're dead or down. Sorry,
Okay.
You have to be conscious.
fundamentally, yeah. Which is more in line with a lot of your abilities actually as a paladin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tennis dead.
I'm
Oh.
just sleeping.
You guys can back all that up now. That was just in case we needed it, the little battle map.
In case we need a map, everyone runs off the map.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, that is exactly what happened.
Yeah, does anyone want to do anything, talk to anyone during lunch?
Gunmar would like to resummon Roger.
Solid.
Do you have it prepared?
Yes, I always have it prepared.
Oh, I never
It was
rolled.
highlighted on the paper. Roger's head fucking explode.
It just happened to be the line after like the save DC and how much damage, so I could easily reference that, and so I just included that too, which is like, by the way, this also happens, because I knew his health. It wasn't gonna, even if he made the save, he couldn't do it.
The mind blink is over.
Bro.
But yeah, that takes what, 10 minutes? 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah. He's back before you finish the long rest, short rest.
Yeah.
Hey, Roger. You're right. You had a bit of a headache, didn't you?
That hurt.
Yeah, it hurt us too, buddy.
Well, that doesn't happen again.
It probably will.
Okay.
You have no say in this matter, neither do we.
You're part of an
Being honest.
You're part of an adventuring party. It's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, you're listening right now. I can smell it.
It happened to Clawthorn last time. It happened to Clawthorn. It's gonna happen to you.
I'm waiting for Michael to watch this on the TV. Just, I can hear your thoughts. I can smell you.
Okay, I'll go by the cart then.
Okay.
And I'll just hang out over there.
Next time, I forgot to get you carrots, but I'll go ahead and get you carrots.
I don't even like carrots.
Yeah.
Carrot seed. Never mind. I can't do anything.
He just goes, hangs out by the cart, and he's ready to get rebarded up when you are ready.
Yep.
Tanner keeps an eye on Darwin during lunch.
So, I feel like maybe we should recap a few things.
Like what?
Well,
We were all there.
one, yes. Well, yes. But like a few important things. One, he stole our Ethereum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two, he stole our Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Brief,
was the
we
thing.
got
Got that one
back.
back though.
We got that one back, yeah.
That's only because he left it here. If he'd buggered off with Darwin, we ain't gonna find him.
He could likely do it again with just a wave of his finger. I feel like we need to be much more aware of what's going on.
Well, chances are he took the Ethereum because he's gonna try to do the same thing, or at least something similar.
Right, which means we need to contact Cantus and Physics. But we won't be able to get there in time to actually do anything, because I'm assuming if he can just waltz in here, do all that, and then leave, I'm assuming he's probably already at the tomb.
It depends. He said the tomb was fallen or lost or something.
Can you send one of the messengers?
He was quoting that you guys had raided it.
I might be
And
able
that
to.
it was now currently under the control of the Empire.
So yeah, they're actively protecting the tomb.
Okay, well,
It depends
He
on
might
how
have other people he wants to bring back. If he's from
many
Darwin's
miles we are
age,
from Richmond.
who knows what other evil people running around.
So we
Heck,
need-
Darwin could have been one of them.
okay, so we need to add
How far are we from
tomb
Richmond
raiding to our
currently?
list of the things we do
you're-
on the way to Gay House.
His news makes no difference to you.
Because we need to raid more. We need to
Mileage?
make sure that this we find as
if you
many
have
of
a
these as
flying
possible.
entity much quicker, maybe a day.
We are not.
I mean, like,
Right.
how many
Because
miles
I
from-
can
Oh,
send an
no.
animal messenger.
We may
Um,
have problem for him. He gonna come first before we
It-
are.
About 60.
He would
Which
have
is
been
why
a-
we're gonna be
a little
careful.
less.
He would have
Yeah,
been
so
above
do a
the
round
The
about
spell is 24
There's also
hours.
the,
duration?
if there are more
It
tombs that
can
he
cover
wants,
50
there
miles,
might
24
be
hours, so it
decent
would be
stuff
just out
in
of
there
range.
too.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna do it. We just have to be smart about
Because you
doing
only
it.
got
We have to be
halfway
smart
through the
about it, and we need to
second
be
day.
way
You
more
traveled
subtle
half a
going
day the
forward.
first day.
Because now not only do we
I
have
would
He
say
knows
it's
things
just
about
within
us,
50.
things that the people we fought don't know.
right,
So
I would say, like,
wherever he's
just
getting his
within the
information,
50.
it's
Yeah, first you
somewhere
can't just
big.
ram it because it's further south.
The ghost.
I would
realm.
say like
It might be
just
the ghost
within
realm.
it could be the ghost realm. Who knows?
Okay.
I don't know how magic works.
But like just
Neither
barely,
do I.
because you went this way, which
I've been a
actually
holy
technically
man
double
since
back.
So
15
So you spend
years.
some time double
Do we need to
backing
talk about
and
any of
stuff.
that?
Okay.
I don't think we do.
No. Darwin is not at fault.
Darwin's
No,
not
no,
at
no,
fault.
not that.
But it's worth noting that we now have a shadowy figure after us, as well as a shadowy figure, possibly organization.
I don't know.
Literally shadow organization.
Yes, we have two shadow organizations after us.
It could be the same one for all I know.
It could be the same one. All we need to know, or all we need to do, is be way more careful with things. Be way more quiet. I need to lay off the, hey, I'm the center of attention a bit. And we just need to, like, lay low for a town or two.
You look up to a grandma with like smoldering armor and a fucking dread helm.
You can turn those off.
You can
Or
put
not.
that in your pack.
Listen, all I'm saying is we need to be careful in towns because organizations require manpower and people live in towns.
That man seemed like all the power he needed.
He still can't be everywhere at the same time. As
And
far
this
as we know.
As far as I know, that's a thing that he can do.
He's still going for people. So
It doesn't
he
seem
doesn't
omnipotent.
think he's enough.
And honestly, I think as least subtle as we try to be, I don't think we'll ever be subtle.
No, I think
Just,
we're
like,
gonna get
look
involved
around.
wherever we go. Is the problem?
Okay, then we need to be more careful about you.
I don't know how we can be more careful. About
Okay.
that one.
Click and clack, get in the sack.
We'll let you out when combat starts.
You're a skeleton. You don't
Fine.
need to
And I-
breathe.
when
When
Get in
there's an
there.
interesting bug, we'll let you out.
One fucking exception to my rule.
I need...
Darwin, can you send a message? I know Vanya asked you a minute ago. I didn't
Yeah.
know the answer.
It should just be within range.
Yeah. If Darwin can send a message back with one of his bugs.
Yes, do that.
If I do that, will the bug be able to find its way back eventually?
Yeah, eventually.
The bug knows where we're going.
Okay.
You told us the dude's name again. What do you think it is?
But you
Ty.
tell us, yeah.
Ty Eldridge.
The undead prince.
Not to be confused with the Half-Blood Prince.
I can write it in the sky.
He's in the ring.
No.
That
One day.
Ty is alive!
That's a great way to get him to turn around.
would be a ballsy ass move.
Come back.
It will eventually reach Cantus, the information.
No.
I feel
Alright,
like
word of mouth.
the bug is a good call.
Nowhere else would. Know who else would get that information?
Ty Eldridge.
Yeah.
Ty Eldridge.
He might be
That's-
underground in a tube.
I'm pretty sure Ty knows that he's alive. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but then Ty will know that all of you are alive as well.
Oh, that's true. We've got probably a solid few hours, maybe a day, before he realizes Darwin hasn't killed us.
We've got until Darwin should be at the place that he was originally supposed to be going to.
Do you know where that is?
I can always tell you.
Realistically, no.
Alright.
I could, but I probably shouldn't.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I wouldn't think too much about it. It's not important.
No, I want to know this. Is the same deal on the table?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
The ring's telling me I can still kill you and get the information.
What exactly does that ring do again?
It's got the brain.
Currently
of the
nags.
soul. It's got the soul of.
Doing a
dead
lot of
person.
talking.
Like mechanically though.
It's got the soul of a dead person.
It can't hear us, correct?
No, it can only hear Darwin.
There are a few other effects if I attune to it, which I'm not.
Yeah.
Ah.
Unattuned, you can still talk.
So
to
it can only hear you when you're wearing it, yeah?
I believe so.
You can only hear it wearing it. And
Because it doesn't have perception
it
outside of
can't
me.
not
Here.
much really. As far
It has
as
a
you
little
guys-
bit,
You guys actually did investigate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty limited perception.
It can't really hear so much as it reads Darwin's mind.
Cool. I'm
Fundamentally.
gonna say some things to you and then just like say them in your head again in my voice. You're a butt. You smell.
Little bit.
And I
Darwin.
repeat those things in my best Squirt and Gunmar voice.
You don't have to take that from them.
Well, you're taking it from them. I'm not taking shit.
Darwin.
You can take them out at any time. The offer is always there.
I'm just imagining you whispering like logistically, no, I don't think I can.
I don't
Listen.
know if he wanted you because he recognized you or because he recognized what you were, where you were from, or when you were from.
Listen, ask him.
Because he might have known you.
You might be the reason you got that
Tell-
crack in your head.
I've got an idea. Tell him you'll try, but it's going to take some time. You need to make it look like an accident and slowly, so you don't lose like you did the last time.
That's true. The best way to take us out would be
Individually.
one by one.
Quietly
yeah.
in the middle of the night, individually, get kidnapped.
Who wants to take watch with Darwin?
I'll do. I was actually planning to check
And
out
I
Darwin next.
Steal some of the poison dude's poisons.
Oh, that'd be a
Say
wild
to the
idea.
ring again. I'll think about it. But I can't do it now. You saw how that fight went just now, right? Well, you didn't.
It was
Trust me, it went about as well as you'd expect.
You could tell him that you can steer us in
But-
the direction that you have to go.
I can work towards taking them out eventually. And if you want to give me, I don't know, a vague direction to head in, that'll at least get me on the right track.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Actually, in this
need-
case, a deception check.
Oh, goody.
There
Can
are
it be at-
things that I need to know.
Yeah, it's Darwin.
Can it be at advantage because we'll help feeding him what to say?
We are
I
playing
will
telephone.
give him advantage. For
Okay.
Yes.
Thank God.
Thanks, God.
Roll.
That's double
It's not
digits.
awful.
12 to 10.
Can't see that one at all.
So fun fact, my
Your passive-
deception
yeah.
is a -2.
Maybe someone else should wear the ring and lie
So-
to it.
Well,
I'll-
you can't do the same bit.
I don't know.
Just
Gunmar could
Gunmar puts on the ring and he's like, no, he's definitely gonna kill us. Don't worry.
Yeah, Gunmar would kill us.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
that's true.
given the right mind control or no.
I thought you were going
Motivation.
for Darwin will kill us. Don't worry.
No.
Yeah,
no.
okay, I get what you're saying now.
No, Gunmar could super pull off the I'm planning to betray the group.
I think me being
Sorry.
dead
I
is
know.
important though.
It's fine.
To it.
It's fine.
So yeah, I rolled a 10. All things considered.
Perfectly average.
I'll let you know that
The tables have
Offer.
turned.
I'll let you know the offer has not changed. Talk to me again when it is complete.
You've got to be
If
really
you want
lonely.
to know where you need to go, because we don't need them, but the undead prince has picked you, which makes you important.
That's number 4.
But why? I was nobody, I'm pretty sure, when I was alive.
Oh, he cares little for the living.
It's just because you're dead.
He cares little for the living. Snaps own neck.
Has died, has died, has
Has
died.
Nearly died.
Nearly died. Doesn't count. You're not in that died club.
The soul is fractured.
Yeah,
Shut up.
so Severus isn't too receptive of any sort of deals right now.
That's fine.
Damn.
Wants me to kill you before I ask again.
We'll work on it. We'll workshop it. We'll workshop.
We just
plans.
have to prepare Darwin to laugh
Here-
really good once.
Here's an idea. You get rid of the ring.
I mean,
If you eat the ring, would it just hear like?
He doesn't have a belly to.
I do
Yeah,
have bugs.
Shit.
it would just hear buzz.
Give it to the bees.
Give it to the bee.
Yeah.
Give it to your mantis friend.
I want you to get hellish rebuke from your bees.
That'd be funny.
People punch you, then they just get bee.
Meanwhile, inside the hive that is Darwin's rib cage, the queen bee is wearing this ring like a crown. Kill them all, and you can come with us.
Regardless, I think we need to get moving, or
Yeah.
we have been
Yeah.
moving. Something along those lines.
This has all been done once.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should head out.
But since you aren't attuned to that ring, and he's
Yeah.
not
It
very
takes only
susceptible
10
to giving us
minutes.
information, he's not of much use.
There's no point in getting... Like, we don't have to get rid of it yet. It can't do anything.
We can
Has
still
given
trick
us
him out of information.
A tip so far, so he's not completely useless.
What was that tip again?
When we fought the hellish cavalryman, he's the one who told us what it was.
Okay.
We can still use him for information.
Fair.
That being said, if we ever feel like he has run his usefulness, I feel like throwing it in the ocean somewhere.
I would rather give it
Okay.
to somebody
And
to trust.
he's
And I'm choosing
can't really do anything like
terrain-
this.
terrain
If we throw him away, I'm pretty sure he can kill himself, didn't he say?
any useful ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Powerful selection.
If we throw him in the
So
ocean,
the undead.
he can just release his own spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that bad? Doesn't that...
You just get straight up
No.
with all that information? Or just
I think
yes
he
or
just
no?
goes
You
to
can
wherever
suddenly
he's
gain
supposed to
knowledge
go.
of up to 3 facts.
And then
Or,
okay.
or I guess he turns into one of those things.
Well, or
Just put
he
that right there, and I
becomes
will give that to
a
you.
Yeah, and then
problem.
he's a threat again.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. We'll keep the
How would you
ring.
like to do the ritual? Do you want to do any funny rituals?
Worst case
I'm
scenario, we start
off
passing him
a little bit
around,
away
see
from
who
the
he
grid.
likes. But I think it's gonna be
My
Darwin.
own little, like,
If
mini
he's a
circle,
servant or
I
a
placed
cohort of the
stones
undead prince,
into,
they
yeah.
want
If
you.
anyone wants to
Circle
try
I
to
sit
talk to
in
him,
Well, they
I'd be
want you
willing
because
to-
you're undead.
yeah.
I know I can't control animals and plants, but I can.
But you're not the only one!
You know, all that jazz.
Oh, very good. As you
the
commit to
layers.
this ritual, the rocks you have placed start sinking into the ground, and moss grows quickly over them, and lichen grows as well. In your circle, mushrooms bloom, reed grass grows tall, and you become encircled in this 1 inch wide full circle of dense nature energy. And you talk to the land itself, and you are given this information. First, through the eyes of a bird, you see the river continues and goes as far as the horizon in both directions. You also see on either side of it flat fields, spotted with forest enclaves periodically, but much of this land is tilled fields. corn, wheat, all kinds of vegetables. This area feeds a nation using the water from the Ford River. Very periodically, you'll see irrigation channels, small things, just little tributaries that help during the ending months. Though this, by the looks of it, this river never dries. Building-wise, you are given the insights of several bugs in the area, termites specifically, those that warm themselves in the timbers of man-made objects. And they are sparse, especially within 3 miles. Only 1 or 2 buildings, 1 or 2 clusters of buildings, farmsteads to be exact. So they might have a stable, an outhouse building, a main building where you would sleep, as well as a barn. They are small and clustered together in little bouts of frontier life, if anything else you could say. But as far as permanent situations, other than those homesteads, no towns in 3 miles. And the powerful celestial fiends of death. You hear from the trees around you, they let you know that they have never felt such necrotic force as such that just walked this land. But it's the first and only time they've ever felt it. With that, the commune goes away, but the growth around you remains. And flowering mushrooms sprouted, flowering flowers, and now lichen and moss-covered rocks are in a tiny little circle around you.
Tomorrow never Sparky's talking science and shit.
But you now know for certain within 3 miles there are 2 farms. The river crosses that whole way, and there's nothing but fields and small pockets of forest. You also know, and you knew this beforehand, on the river, within 100 basically yards of it is always some bit of forest. And so a lot of this road is actually through covered forest. That's an actual technique from like big plants. It, keeps it from eroding and moving so much.
Mm-hmm.
So you would plant specific trees along the edges of rivers to legitimately keep the river where it was. Not as big of a deal on these kind of long plains ones, but when you hit the really flat lands where they go wide and slow, they like to whoosh and blow on, and that's where you get horseshoes and stuff like that. Trees help affect that. You get those known facts, those unknowns.
Cool.
You can then choose to share them if you'd like. The rest of you are eating lunch.
Yeah.
We're discussing the evil mastermind.
Yeah, there's nothing else we can do about that. Besides
There's nothing
move
we
on.
can do.
We can only move forward.
Yeah.
I think we should have Darwin send a message back to
Yes.
Richmond. And then we keep going. But adding Tomb Raiding to our list of things we do on the road's not the worst idea.
I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna end up doing that anyway.
Well,
Just alone on your off days.
Yeah, there's decent. I'm sorry, the Empire is not the only place that has tombs.
True.
The desert has some pretty cool tombs.
Fair.
Like big ass fucking pyramids and shit.
What's a pyramid?
Okay, yes, there are a few pyramids and stuff like that, but there's also tons of fucking sandstone. A lot of people are just buried on cliffs and shit.
There are
Okay.
giant fucking pyramids.
What's a
too.
pyramid?
It's like a wolf, but bigger.
Solid.
that sounds terrifying.
We fought those. They were called dire wolves
You bury people inside of dire
and
wolves?
Yes.
bears.
But bigger. But pyramids.
But you don't know how to cut a dire wolf open.
Yeah, but I know how to go inside of a pyramid. This is sounding bad. It's made out of there's large buildings made out of
Oh, they're buildings.
sandstone.
Ah.
Yes.
They're
I was being
They're
in,
wolf
Not gonna lie, I was judging you a lot.
in case you guys couldn't have guessed, I was being sarcastic.
Gunmark's really hard to tell with you. Also, your cape is going all over the place and your helm is smoking.
I'm no longer wearing the capability, by the way. It's just the cloak of protection.
No, it's just windy and rainy.
Oh, well.
The weather's terrible.
I changed the wind
Weather's
direction.
raining.
You watch as Sparky changes the wind direction so his cape's flowing behind him.
I didn't want to mock your culture, but it seemed weird burying your dead in another creature.
But no.
Yeah, we all thought you were talking about an
Only the
animal.
most important of people get buried in the pyramids. Like kings, all that
Also,
stuff.
they're like mausoleums.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Except with traps and shit
You
to
know
stop
that.
people.
But you know what a mausoleum is?
He might.
I would
Mausoleums
say
are not.
that would translate.
Okay.
Yeah, mausoleums are not exclusive to non-desert areas.
Except they're filled with a lot of traps.
Ah.
I've been like.
So is
one.
everywhere we seem to go. So
Yeah, these ones are particularly.
yes, we're going to the pyramids.
Candace's house didn't have a lot of traps.
Not that we know of.
We didn't try robbing it.
Yeah.
You got me there.
How do you rob the guy who can read your mind?
Don't think.
You just do it anyway.
Overwhelming force.
Yep.
It's hard to do with physics on the
Don't
planet.
think. Don't
Yeah.
think. Just
Walk in.
He just hears someone going, don't think, don't think, don't think, don't think, don't think.
Shiny shit.
the only thoughts that you can have is just handbag.
Oh, must be a handbag salesman outside.
Just walk, just
No,
walk
you
in.
just
He
you
hears
just need to find a bunch of thieves who are the same caliber as his guards.
just elevator music. Just
Which is why he hires them. He goes to chorus all over. It's annoying.
I just mentioned that, like, he gets a big
Right.
location when he leaves your mind.
No.
Inside the building,
Just good.
Just like, what the fuck is that music and why is it in my house?
why is it getting louder?
Who is doing this?
Meanwhile, all of us walk into his room, say nothing, but are thinking that.
Anyway, we're
walking.
going and moving.
you guys are continue down.
I need to send Bug.
Oh yeah, we need to
Yes,
send
send the bug.
Send
What
that's
message?
what-
I'm going to run it by you real quick, just
Okay.
so I don't forget anything. Ty Eldritch lives. He personally overwhelmed us and stole our adamantium.
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
That's why I needed to pass
Yeah,
it out.
I should
Wrong
have
fantasy
started that.
alloy.
What,
Metal.
what was it, the first or second session I said Ethereum?
Our
I was like,
unobtainium.
we're just going with this. I'm not going to think of a better word.
That's
it's
fine.
Ethereum now.
Ethereum.
Crashed.
Unobtainium.
Ethereum near Zoc.
Yeah.
How close to?
We're
Zoc,
still
are we?
like 3
No, we're
days
close.
away from
We're
Zoc.
close to Ridge Mountain Zoc.
We're closer to Witch Mountain, Zach.
Okay.
You're like 3.5 days from Zach.
We're near the waterfall.
Oh yeah, we're near Ford Falls.
You are half a day from. No, you're now a full day from the waterfall. 'Cause you got
We
about
just
half a day.
left the bay.
Oh, you're 2 hours
Yeah.
away from the bay.
Okay.
And the bay is 2-ish hours away from the falls.
But the bay is the nearest
Bay.
notable landmark.
Yeah, very
Okay.
much so. I should change that. It's got to be way closer.
He
the
wants to
falls.
revive Cicatrix Manus.
Stole our Ethereum.
Possibly
Just
others.
left Bay. Ordered me to kill others. I didn't. And then I have.
Good job,
You
Darwin.
need to, instead of telling
Ordered me to kill others.
I did.
they
I will
ordered
not
you
elaborate.
Instead, that he was able
You'll
to
never
fully
know.
control you.
That's a good idea. Change
I
it
do
again.
have 3 words left.
It's a word thing.
Protect Cicatrix Manus.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, like protect the body.
Ah.
Protect Cicatrix body.
Tomb.
Tomb, not body.
Manus tomb.
No, I'm not going to influence.
Can you send a second bug?
Protect the tomb.
I can, however, this is honestly kind of a.
Spell slots.
It's kind of Frank's thing.
Ah.
Oh, you don't have a second bug.
Oh yeah, Frank
He's
has
the
the
one with
hat.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Frank has little Traveler's hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can send a second
I'm
one.
going to go to the bathroom.
Once the bug gets there, they'll be able to open a dialogue again with us.
Yeah, the last
Oh,
three words
that's
could be
true.
call us.
Yeah, no, call us. Last
Call
words.
us now. No, make the last word now.
Yeah.
Make it seem urgent.
Call us now.
Call Sparky now.
I'll hit them with a mental exclamation point as well. H mark.
Let's make it all caps.
Yeah. And that's
Call
25.
now.
Physics
Call
is
us
just like, nah,
as
not
soon
all of
as
these.
Call us ASAP.
1-888-855.
All right. I'm gonna wait for God to return.
What do you mean forgot to return? Where is
God's a
big
big God.
God?
Nope.
Shatters before. Doesn't just crack, shatters.
You suddenly
Gone!
become weaker as you.
Reduced to atoms.
You suddenly no longer have any paladin ability.
It will take most of the day to get there.
Anyone else want to pop?
I do. Pepsi, please.
I'll take one.
I get diabetes.
There you have all.
Diabetes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is your message?
I'm gonna reach into my cloak and Frank, it's your time to shine.
It's a bone.
I look Frank in his eyes.
Frank sees all of you through his cascading, like,
Yeah.
beetle eyes.
My mask's still off, so he can
I don't
look me in
think
my
I heard
face.
you. Do you want one?
Thank you.
She said she wanted diabetes.
And I'm telling him to go and see Cantus.
Okay. Sounds good.
Ty Eldritch lives. He personally overwhelmed us and stole our Ethereum. He just left the bay. I messed it up. I had an extra word.
It's supposed to be we just left the bay, yeah?
We just left the bay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he also just left the bay.
Okay.
Or you could just say near bay.
Yeah. Ordered me to kill others. Didn't. Call us now.
I'm just gonna keep that.
That's fair.
Okay.
Frank gives you the tiniest little nod, lifts up one of his many legs, goes to the hat.
Yeah!
Let's go, Frank!
Alright, forget the undead prince. Our new quest is to get Darwin's bugs a hat. All of them
a hat.
Different cities.
Get your big bug a hat.
I will. They need to each be personalized.
Yeah. No, from different cities, different
So-
locations, different purposes.
Frank has the
It's
adventurer
hat
hat.
quest.
We get like attacked in town as somebody's making the hat.
I will say,
I was going to go
Frank
somewhere with that, but I
spins in
failed.
circles a couple times, and as he does it, he's getting speed and faster and faster, and then zooms off quite a bit faster
Yay.
than normally he'd be able to,
Yay.
riding your magic,
Good job, Frank.
Yeah.
which allows him to go 50 miles in a day
Yeah.
without
Right.
tired.
Owen's Team Fortress 2 personified.
We are. So, how many days is that going to take him to get back?
Bum.
Fuck me a while. I'm officially calling this. You had 49.9 miles, so 50 rounding.
Okay.
I think
And-
for Darwin roleplay purposes,
Yeah.
he should get the magic coming back as well.
He does.
Since typically,
Yes. Normally it just like
the
it's
animal
like, I've
messenger
done my
doesn't return.
message. I'm gonna fuck off now.
yeah,
This one I would say get the magic back as well.
Okay.
You feel.
Plus he's a bug.
You feel when it's delivered.
No, you don't actually.
Oh.
That's
Well,
actually
no.
in the roll.
we told them to call us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking
I
to
thought
It's only second level
Canis.
No, I thought that's what they meant.
I love abusing the fact that we know, like, actual
People in
strong
authority?
magic casters. Yeah.
Well, because we have none of them.
I
Sorry.
mean,
Rude.
Just say the strongest one you do know can't cast too much high level magic without going into a near.
Yeah, but
combat
sending's
save.
only a third level spell.
Oh, that's Cantus. Cantus would take care of that.
Oh, yeah.
In physics.
Physics could do really high powerful stuff. Yes.
Physics can cast 9th level spells.
Um,
They put him on his butt for a week.
Yeah, he's butting up against his power puts him, he tried to explain this, but his power puts him right up against the edges of reality. The problem is he's not allowed outside the material plane, so he's functionally getting shoved between his great power and the god curse he has on his soul, which does weird things to him, including just hurts.
It's side quest 6 to fix Cantus.
Physics.
No, that's side quest 7.
yeah.
Okay. Technically, Cantus is physically mute.
Yeah,
Just
see?
wanna try
See?
fixing that.
Greater restoration. Wish.
Yeah.
Wish can solve a lot of problems. It
Yeah.
can also cause a lot of problems.
Anyway,
You guys travel.
Thousand
The rest of the day is
solutions to all
actually,
problems.
especially in comparison, very uneventful.
Does it continue raining?
It does rain for the next 2 hours, but
Cool.
it doesn't rain. It really just peter out.
I sit up front with Beck so he doesn't get wet.
There you go.
I continue to walk.
Same,
Your
same
repairs-
camera.
Hood.
You
No.
repairs to the ceiling. Perfectly fine. They work out really good, and you're able to slot it back into place.
Ooh.
As nothing was really shredded or anything like that, they just broke or splintered. You're able to reinforce it enough and slide it back into its slots, re-engage the bolts, and you're good.
Cool. Nice.
Might want to get it looked at, but this temporary fix could actually probably go pretty far.
If there's not a Wainwright in Zoc, we might last to the next place.
Very true. You finish the rest of the day. It
Yay.
comes out to about 6 o'clock when you guys decide to pack it in for the day. And find a nice camping slot. Because of your abilities and such like that, you can just find a good one. But if you want to find a better one, you can always roll for it, but you at least guarantee
I
one.
want to roll.
Okay.
He wants to find one where we're all gonna die overnight. He sets us up in quicksand.
Hard to do because we're in the middle of the field. It's like that, like soybeans.
We're going places.
Now's the fucking time.
Joke's on you, I'm allergic to soybeans.
Zero.
Oh, thank you.
Ah,
Just me.
That one.
That makes it a 16
Alright.
for survival.
Similar to the ones you had beforehand, especially with the fact that the forest hamlets seem to extend off from the already boundary forest that it basically makes up the two sides of the river. They provide a lot of great shelter. And periodically, especially when you find old irrigation routes and stuff like that where they've created natural valleys, not big valleys, I'm talking like 20 feet, 30 feet max. They become really nice alcoves with nice overcovering but with decent flat ground. They make really great campsites that can fit a cart. And so, yeah, you're in a little valley, just a little bit below ground level. It's now been dried up or dammed, possibly by animals or debris or natural forces or anything like that. It's not being used anymore, and it's dry in the sense of like it's not going to wash away anytime soon. You find a really good spot.
Nice.
It's 6 o'clock when you guys decide to pack up, so you have the rest of the day to do as you find. And as Will mentioned, you may always pick the option of we fast forward.
I want to do watches.
Excellent.
okay.
Yeah. Same.
All right. Watches start at 10. Meals are, because of the skills of your group,
Yeah.
guaranteed. You may always roll for them though, if you like, to see how good or maybe possibly not good they are.
So we traveled 4 more.
Or good or
You
bad.
traveled, yes, you guys traveled. Well, technically you traveled 6 more hours.
6 more.
Mhm.
How much downtime do we have?
You have 4 hours of downtime.
As far as you're going to use that. in the book.
I rolled a 19 for dinner.
Cool.
I'm not allowed to do the double health potions while doing it.
While moving, yeah.
Cool.
19, yeah, it's great. Did anyone want to hunt, or do you just want to go off rations? Because you have plenty of rations.
That's up to what Darwin wants to do. Do you want to hunt, or do you just want to make dinner out of rations?
I'll
'Cause
do a little bit of hunting.
I can gather stuff.
Yeah, if you guys hunt and gather, Tanner will cook.
Yeah.
Squad, go ahead and give me a survival check.
I can help.
You can, if you can justify, yes, you definitely can. If you can justify another skill, I'll take it, but survival's kind of my go-to for that. And you can roll me a survival as well.
I think I was proficient in survival.
No idea. Because it's a wisdom skill.
Because it was a beefcake skill.
You get it again?
Oh god, beefcake. I
22.
forgot about beefcake.
22?
How dare you?
That's
forget about
good
beefcake.
enough for
I know,
a,
I'm disappointed in myself.
You're in Hamlets. This is kind of your
We
kind
had
of
to make him
territory.
afraid
In
of
fact, it's a
water
little bit
to
more
somewhat
populous than
nerf
you're
him.
used to. As all the big game kind of huddles to these places. You get a full-size deer.
Fuck yeah.
Sick.
15.
Cool. With that, easily enough to get basically accoutrement, mushrooms and fungus and stuff like that. Stuff that makes really good for sauces and bases and side dishes. You also will find some wild garlic, chives, and all that. Basically, some fresh herbs.
Wahoo.
And so
Seasoning.
it makes the meal just tastes even better. Cool. And it makes it so you don't have to dip into your own supply of spices nearly as much.
Yeah. Between the three of us, we usually make really good dinners.
Yeah.
Emotion pots, because this seems like a pretty notable moment. Bray doesn't remember what we discussed about emotion pots. I just remember the soul pot lore because that being immediately relevant.
Yep.
But this seems like a time where I would have made one regarding all the crap that happened today.
Darwin's betrayal.
There's two kinds.
Yeah.
There's memory pots and there's emotion pots.
Yeah.
Emotion pots are usually for long-term things, dealing with trauma or joy or something like that.
Dealing with joy.
Commemorating.
Commemorating, stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm misremembering though. Okay.
Well, and
You're thinking of memory pots, probably.
memory pots can take a moment and stuff like that. This, if you really want to do it, yeah. You can always do it.
Because I was...
Just know that the way memory pots work, you take it out of your head and put it in.
Okay.
You only remember it when you touch the pot. And so it's for commemorating major things and stuff like that, or passing down knowledge.
Or important description information that we need saved.
Yes, you can do stuff like that.
Okay.
Because your memory of it will never warp
degrade.
because it's been fixed.
Yeah. You will remember it exactly as experienced.
But only when you're in contact
And
with
you can
past.
share the memory. Really great for, teaching people how to do rituals and make pots and stuff like that, or passing down a very treasured memory, like a wedding or something like that.
Birth
or
of
the
a child.
equivalent of. Where you, yes, it's so important, I want it physically here to go back to.
Yeah.
But it's not so much as like a memo device.
Okay.
But you want to make
so I
this
think-
important enough,
Because this feels important considering we just met the problem.
Wait, that's
I
not
would
that
say
guy
it's
crazy.
Your memories of him.
So it's just you facing world.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of your hearing and stuff like that. You, because of the stunned effect and stuff like that, and this was kind of built in. None of you but Darwin got a good look at his face. Partially, he's using magic to obscure himself and stuff like that. So it's just his voice you're going to hear and what he mentions. But if you would like to make a memory pot, it takes about 4 hours. You can make it out of anything.
I feel like the bones of the deer would be appropriate.
Nice.
Because I'm dead.
Yes.
So you stack the bones, specifically the rib bones, as their curved conical shape. And when needed, you break them, you put 2 holes in them and wire them, and you basically wrap a pot out of bone. You submit to the ritual, where you take that moment in time. You can pick how much time you'd like to put in.
Well, that entire thing can't be more than a couple of minutes that happened.
Not even including the fight.
Yeah.
Is Ty's name just T-Y or is it T-Y-E?
T-Y-E.
Yeah, so whatever 2 or 3 minutes that was.
Alright. You take that whole amount of time and you focus it and condense it. And while touching the pot itself, you channel the memory down your arms and embody it into a physical form. And through your eyes, you can see the memory fill the pot as though you were filling it with water from below. And as it reaches the brim, you top it off with a part of the skull. And you have a memory now of the event that is perpetual. But as you put it down and try to recall, you remember nothing from that event. You mentally know that this memory is there. You cannot recall what that memory was, anything that happened from there, or anything else. It is a blank spot in your mind. But you do consciously know that spot missing is this pot. And if you ever wanted to, you could put it back. So it's more like it has a serial date if you want to think about it that way.
Beck
So-
puts the pot down. What happened?
So who was that pot for? Was it for like a hunter?
This was the memory of, and I'm doing I'm going to pick it back up during this. So I know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
This is the memory of when we were at the cart on the cart earlier today, and Ty approached us.
Wait, so you could just pump a memory into a pot in 4 hours?
Mhm.
That's incredible.
You guys were like, fuck therapy. It's like, I don't like that thought. Puts it in a jar.
That's exactly what they did.
oh my God.
Lock the trauma away.
Hey, yo, can you teach me?
I want to say I based a lot of this culture in CBT therapy and stuff like that.
Oh.
So.
Imagine there's a goblin with like 80 plots around him. I've never lost a fight.
I don't remember the last 4 years, but I've never lost a fight.
Are you able to gain the memory after you touch it?
Access.
Yeah, so I'm able to access it while holding it. And are they also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can share the
You
pot.
can as well.
No, I mean like if you
If you
the
put
pot
that down and
Mhm.
we ask you
can
what
you
we did this
remember what's in the
afternoon,
pot? Can you remember the incident now that you've touched
I
it?
while I'm putting it down, I don't remember the experience, but I remember that it contains that experience.
so if I tell
Um,
you, well, you're not holding it, this last afternoon we fought Ty and he kicked our sorry butts because we had to kill Darwin.
It is though you were hearing it for the first time.
We had to kill Darwin.
And- I mean, it feels like news to me right now, but if
That's crazy.
I took
So
2
you can't
shares.
retain the knowledge even after you relearn it?
Like, he
So,
now
I think
knows
you
that
know
that
it now,
pot contains our
I'm aware.
battle with Top.
So I'm aware of what the pot contains in the same sense as if, like, let's say that Beck weren't there and got told about it after the fact. I would have that sort of memory while I'm not holding the pot of the
Okay.
situation.
He wouldn't have the
Okay.
exact details. He'd have
Yeah.
the exact
Yeah.
details
So it's,
as
it's
we
like you
described
weren't
them.
there and we're telling you
Right.
about it.
Okay.
The part of me that was there is in this pot.
Can you ever
Your soul really
reabsorb
is
it?
gravel.
Yeah?
Oh, good. So when it's... If it's ever
No.
not useful...
Yeah, so if... and that's actually part of this is people will...
How long does it take you to put it back in your brain?
At the same time that it
An
takes...
action.
Okay.
Oh, an action.
Smash the pot.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, yeah, you
Yeah.
smash the pot.
When...
Oh, damn.
Yeah, when the jars of
Does it have to be a goblin who smashes the pot?
has to be him who smashes.
Okay.
Someone else
yes.
does it? Is it just lost?
You can go ahead and
You're
try.
Let's figure it out.
You'll have a hard time breaking it.
That's
but
fair.
no, it's just so we'll make these for significant events, and if we feel that they've served their purpose and aren't necessary anymore, the creator will smash the pot and regain the memory.
Oh,
Or
it's like if a couple got
Yeah.
married and then they got divorced and realized they hated each other, and
Why would they want that memory back? Getting married.
they want the joy back from the wedding night. I don't know.
We've gone to very different weddings.
I don't know how weddings work. I've never actually been to a wedding.
Don't.
Okay.
It's pretty
I
fun.
feel like Sparky would love weddings.
Sparky would. Tanner doesn't.
It's fun,
Um,
especially the after party.
but you can use them to like if you've been through a difficult time, help distance yourself from it and process it, and reclaim that once you've properly accepted it.
Okay.
Or you know, if you ever want, if someone has something that they cherish and want to be able to relive at any time, they might keep it in the pot for the rest of their time, because it will always be fresh while they're holding it. It will always be present in their mind.
This means that we meet someone we can trust,
Mhm.
or if we go back to Cantus or Physics or someone, they'll know what we know, because we can show them
Right.
Deck's
Mhm.
memory of the fact.
They'll know what Beck knew.
Yes, which is
Is-
no details on what happened behind him.
Which is more of a first-person account than we can give them otherwise.
Right. Yeah. We get auditory.
Keep
We
that in mind
know.
that like it's not a 3D camera or anything like that.
No.
It's his eyes.
Right, but
It's
we
not
know.
the cutscene, it's Beck's
POV,
voice.
you are
No,
back.
it's the
You got it.
cutscene, but your mouse fell off the table, so you're off over this one.
If you got a shit view, the memory's got a shit view.
Got a nice view of the forest.
Funny.
Straight. Oh,
No,
you
I was
got a
looking.
great view of Roger's head exploding.
Do you leave that part out or do you leave that in?
I
It's not
I feel
optional,
like
leave
if,
it out.
pretty big point.
That's
the
part of
event,
it.
yeah.
That's part of
okay.
it because it's from when Ty showed up.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, that's awful!
Oh, Mark, you didn't
Dude,
say
it's
it!
right at the beginning too.
Oh, no.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Don't let Roger touch it.
that was
I heard
pretty
my
bad.
name. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, Roger.
Okay.
Hey, Roger.
You can't hear him. Everything's fine, Roger.
Hey, have Roger touch the pot.
Don't have Roger
I
touch
Have
know
Roger touch
a little
the
bit.
pot.
That's
Oh,
animal
no.
cruelty. No, I'm vetoing
He can't-
animal
he
cruelty.
can't.
He's not an
physically-
animal, he's a
I feel like that
celestial.
would be mean to Roger.
Oh.
You can't physically.
It's Beck's memory.
Oh.
Let him do it with it what he wants.
Oh, I
That
need
was,
to
actually,
speak then.
that was Alex doing that shit.
I know.
So yeah, you now have a physical memory. Please make sure you mark that down. If you lose it, like actually Gray loses it, it's fucking gone.
Yeah.
We give you the synopsis of
The-
what happened because that way you at least know what's supposed to be in the blank.
I'm gonna put Beck makes a memory pot, and then the material after everything. Beck makes a memory pot for, and it's getting its own special.
I will
highlight
say,
color.
as a
I'm
caveat
not
to
writing
this,
down the
you have been
material.
told what happened.
Mm-hmm.
We call in information about what you've been told for this specific event. Any event you make into a
Mhm.
memory pot, you have disadvantage on.
Unless I'm holding the pot.
If you're holding pot, no, it's auto
Yeah.
recall. But like say like, hey, they just told you, hey, we fought Tyr and this is what happened and all that
Not
stuff.
Tyr, Ty.
Ty, sorry.
We
Like,
fought the
they
god
just
of
told
war.
you again what just happened. Because those memories are fundamentally linked to that initial origin memory, you have disadvantage on remembering even that.
Wild.
But you have perfect recall when holding the pot.
Yeah, what happens if someone messes with modify memory in a blank spot?
You didn't see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I need
We'll
to play
have
a
to
spellcaster.
You are technically. Okay,
My next feat gives me modify memory.
we do watch. Yeah.
Yeah, we do
Does
watch.
anyone else?
I will watch with Darwin.
No, fuck you. I was gonna watch with Darwin.
No, I'm watching with Darwin.
I want to watch with Darwin.
I'm taking pre-dawn
Oh,
again.
Never been this popular before.
I want to watch with Darwin.
Darwin, do you want
I
pre-dawn?
want
Because we
that
already called it.
I'm taking first watch. So I can't see at night.
Yeah, I like pre-dawn.
I have dark vision, so. You have dark vision too.
I have dark vision.
No, I'll
So
go
do I.
second.
Okay.
Has dark vision.
I'll go second then.
I'll go second.
It's a bunch of doubles.
All three of
one
you can
one.
take the same watch. It just means one of the watches won't be doubled up.
It'll be Roger and somebody.
It'll be Roger and somebody. That's an option.
Aren't I usually the one that does it by themselves?
Alright.
No, we have enough people that.
I've added
yeah,
the
we don't
memory
have enough
pot.
people.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Including the moose, we have enough for 2 each.
Oh.
But like the three of you can double up, and one of the watches will just be just
Must
Roger.
include them.
We would never just do it.
No, I won't.
So second,
I'll do the first watch alone.
No, Bonnie. it's-
First,
oh,
first.
I can't see at night.
Shit.
do you want Do you want third?
I'll take third one.
Dude, second
I'll take
watch
fourth.
has gotta be the fucking worst. 'Cause you
Fuck it, I might as well
just
take
get
fourth.
down,
You don't
Yeah.
have
maybe get a
to.
little over 2 hours.
You don't have to.
I don't want to leave it up to
well,
Roger.
You can
only,
take-
you only get 4
I'm
hours
four.
after.
After that, yeah. Oh, second watch. is
We have
fucking
a
worst.
person for each watch.
We have
Oh.
someone for each
You
watch.
either want first or last. If you're doing watches, you want
Yeah.
first or last.
So I've got memory pot now.
Tanner likes pre-dawn because
Hell
he's
yeah.
an early riser. He rises with or before dawn naturally.
You press the digitation or thaumaturgy.
Prestidigitation.
Alright, you can dry your clothes with that. So, first watch is Vanya and Roger.
I will summon beast as I do.
Excellent. You may roll perception with advantage. Because your beast is helping you.
Tanner does not take sleep aids when we're on the road.
I summon a cat.
Oh, D&D. Do they have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, good.
No.
No?
No,
They
like
don't.
they legitimately don't. That's
Oh,
a major
they
point
do.
of
They have
condition.
keen
contention.
smell.
You do have
they
keen
can
smell.
There you go.
So
And
you get
advantage
advantage
on wisdom.
perception.
Riding on smell.
Okay.
You said what?
Then
Perception.
you can take your perception and do it with advantage because they're helping you. Or you could take just a straight roll and they could get advantage but smell only
On a separate roll.
on a separate roll.
I'll do that then. I'll do my perception.
Straight roll.
Roger gets
just
to
a
make a
number?
roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
19.
Are you proficient in perception?
Is it just the number I rolled? Yeah.
No. You
No, but
always get
with-
to add your
With your
thing.
perception.
Okay.
With your perception.
23.
Okay, there you go. So 23 for you. And then off of the cat, you can roll with advantage, but you're just going to get smells. which are
I
actually
can't wait
useful.
for second watch when everyone
12.
Bonnie's awake.
Okay.
It's Roger. Not good.
Oh, Bonnie's awake.
With a 23, you are very aware of everything that's going on in this little hamlet as the night grows on and midnight rolls around. You're taking 10 to midnight, by the way. So even though it's dark, with the light of the campfire for the first hour, it doesn't really change too much, especially within the general area. After that, it goes down to embers to the point that it's a little harder to see. But with a 23, you power right through it, and your eyes adjust really well. And you hear the forest starting to come alive at night. Those nocturnal animals going about their business, burrowing, digging up things. Some even get relatively close to you as they don't smell danger off of you, as they would a lot of just people.
Yeah, you, Roger, and the cat are super approachable.
Mm-hmm. And so, I would say a mole shows up periodically, and there's a possum.
It's the same mole. It keeps coming back.
But it's very quiet, except for like the fact that this is a living, breathing forest that actively is being inhabited. Danger-wise, it's super low. You go through midnight and nothing to wake anybody else up about. That was very enjoyable. This is like a very active forest. It's that super highway next to the river. Just
Yeah.
like,
I wake up, watch 2 people.
who's the next two?
Second
Which two
watch
do you
is
wake up?
these two and Darwin.
Yeah, so it's 3 of us.
There's
in the
3
second
people
one.
taking second watch.
Cool. Darwin's up a tree.
Roger can wake you up.
No.
I will say Roger does wake you up per your instructions.
And then I wake you up.
Okay,
It's your watch.
I'm awake.
It's your watch.
Darwin's in a tree.
Darwin's in a tree, you're on your own.
You and Gunmore take second watch. Darwin gets to sleep all night.
Wait,
Now
wasn't
I'll
Darwin
shape into a
supposed to watch
squirrel
this?
again. Climb up the tree.
Who's in
Yeah.
a tree?
The whole reason you two
Hey,
were
Darwin.
fighting.
And
Hey,
it
Darwin.
does take a little bit, but eventually.
Darwin,
Right, I'm up.
it's your watch.
Oh, alright. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
I get up and just climb over the tree.
I will try to go down without having to change.
Oh, sure, yeah. Acrobatics.
How tall of a tree is
10.
this?
That is just enough. You're not in combat. This is an evening thing. He doesn't sleep that far up a tree.
But it's dark. Disadvantage.
You can choose to fail any roll.
You can choose to fail. I will give you disadvantage because it's dark and you don't have dark vision.
8.
Fall out of the tree.
Yeah! You don't get a long rest because you took damage in the middle of it.
That's not how it works.
No, it's not.
You do take 2 points, but it'll be healed by the morning. You got a bruise on your butt.
Ah, your tailbone.
Not that bad. 2 points. It's
That's halfway to killing a commoner.
I mean, I'm already bloodied.
You're right, Bonnie. You good? Right.
Should I not sleep in a tree anymore?
I'm fine.
Alright.
I thought I was more dexterous than I was.
You'll
were,
get
and
it
then
next
you
time.
bargained for a worse
Have you
roll.
bargained for death?
So, you 3 are taking the second watch. At least you're awake.
So, Darwin,
Right, yeah?
I wanted to have a private conversation with you real quick.
Alright.
How many hours does Roger have to sleep?
He, as far as I'm concerned,
He
treat him like
doesn't.
an animal. No,
Oh.
he needs his 8.
Yeah.
Or in this case 6, because we're doing watches.
Okay.
So he takes first watch and then he goes to bed.
Do you mind watching while I talk to Darwin?
I was going to talk to him as well.
Okay, well, we'll
Talk to you privately
go
together.
over to the side and then I'll call him over to talk to you.
Right.
Sure. Go out.
Having a conference.
Breathe!
Bray's
Breathe.
dead.
So, would you
What?
need?
No, Bex will sleep.
Oh. Go back to bed.
So, I just need to touch base real quick with who just visited us.
Yeah, I was Tyldred.
And about the symbol on your chest. And how it's looking increasingly like you know him personally.
I think you might be right, but I don't remember any of it.
Okay, well, at the very least, and you know,
Although
just like a switch in the conversation.
Like,
But-
I didn't recognize him by face.
Well,
So,
this means that we've
Who's
at
that?
least narrowed down who you are.
did we? Who am I?
Well, you're someone
Darwin.
related to Ty Eldritch, someone who hasn't existed for quite some time. So we
Not
know.
necessarily by blood, but by association.
Yeah, so we know.
Oh
Beck's
man,
talking
Beck's
in his
got
sleep.
weird snores.
We've narrowed it down to anyone that ever associated with Ty Eldritch, which by this point, not very many people.
Did it seem like Ty recognized Darwin or was just interested in the undead construct? And that might be a Darwin thing to figure
Because
out.
I was the one who
Darwin
saw
was
his
looking
face.
at
Darwin
him.
might be able to have that thought or answer that
Okay.
question.
I was about to
You couldn't even see him.
No.
Yeah.
Can I have that thought or answer that question?
Yeah. you
This
can-
is Grace prompting Evan to have that
Yeah.
thought or answer that question.
Would that be insight?
Yeah, I would be doing insight. And like, does he recognize me? As in, like, does he recognize me?
By the way, Alex, for perception for Roger, it was a nat 1.
Super no.
Cool. He
6?
really enjoyed some grass.
6.
Oh,
That was 6.
I wish it were carrots. I was promised
At
carrots.
that point,
No, you told me carrots in
while
the next town.
his influence hadn't hit you yet when he was examining your
Xbox and
head,
carrots on the in fucking.
it could go all kinds of
Yeah,
ways.
carrots.
You have no idea if he recognized you or
I
not.
didn't.
If not,
I forgot.
a 6 is a
It's
solid.
hard to read
I
a head
have
face
no-
as well.
I should know. I look at one in the mirror.
His expressions were pretty stoic. If he recognized you, he didn't show. If he didn't recognize you, that also didn't show. You have no idea.
Okay. Anyway, my point is, a lot of things seem worrying, but know that I am with you all the way.
Right. I appreciate that.
There is a silver lining in this, and that we may be closer to your goal. Also, quite a bit of bad shit about this interaction. That's it.
Alright.
Just wanted to ask a few questions. And then I go be more. Okay, he's all yours.
Tag.
And good morning. Each one.
That was hour 1. Now we're on hour 2.
Or I have jerky in the mouth.
Little while.
Right, so good morning. What did you want to talk to me about?
Alright, Darwin, how you holding up?
I'm doing pretty well. Why'd you ask?
Alright.
I mean, a lot happened yesterday.
I want to make it perfectly clear. I get that it was not your fault.
This is the if you ever come to my family talk.
Yeah, but if it ever comes to it, comes between you or anybody innocent, I'd have to pick somebody that is innocent. And I hope that you do the same for me.
And Darwin, clearly not expecting to have this conversation, thinks about it for a second and says, if I'm ever a danger to any of you, or anyone innocent, and you end up putting me down, again, I'd take it as a kindness,
Put you down.
and I would do the same to you.
We have to understand each other. I'd like for you to know, as well, you still have my full trust. That is all.
Hope it doesn't come to that.
So do I. Sparky heard none of that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to say those were pretty short conversations. So one was 30 minutes, one was 30 minutes. So you all get disadvantage for the first perception check of the night for the
Okay.
first hour. And then we'll just do a normal perception check for the second hour.
Yeah, so
That's nice.
I got 5.
7.
24.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, it's Darwin.
And it's a straight roll because of glasses.
Oh, yeah. Using sight especially. You two hear creaking in the woods. The movement of brush. The soft but deliberate steps in the future, moving ever so closer
It's gonna be like
closer and closer, and you ready yourselves. Near the end of this first hour, you are ready to jump on whatever comes around that corner. Darwin, you recognize the footfalls of the heavy-set standard badger, who is, while possibly somewhat lost, has a native habitat on the edge of forests and fields, and are waiting for him to show up around that corner, as he is probably older, has a small limp, and is probably just trying to find his burrow again, their eyesight not being that good this late at night. When it crosses the boundary and just comes around the cart, you guys see a clawed creature some 2 feet high stumble around.
Sparky
the
might know what a
edge.
badger is.
Gunmar has no
That
fucking
darkness
clue.
with that wall.
Oh,
fuck
that's
no.
fair.
You see the glint of 2 eyes staring at you, and it tumbles forward.
Darwin, shoot it. Darwin, shoot it. Darwin, shoot it.
But why?
I'm gonna roll to smack it.
Oh no, this poor badger.
Rush over, and you're disadvantaged and start. No, you have dark vision. Go ahead.
Everyone has dark vision.
That's.
So you
I have the.
Yeah.
You
I
have
have
the
the glasses.
goggles, yeah. We're eating badger for breakfast.
That's a 14 plus 8. I can't be asked to do fucking
It's a
math.
badger.
It's a
What is
badger.
You hit it squarely in the head.
You don't know what we just did.
I will in the morning.
You
Right
happy
between-
Gilmore though.
And with that much accuracy, and how much damage?
14!
Oh my god.
1 below max!
What the fuck, Gunmore? I killed a deer the other day.
And I killed a fucking night demon. What are you talking about?
As you look down, your strike was very, very true, and it died instantly.
At least it was painless.
As your axe has a small smear of blood on it as you took its head off cleanly and right at the base.
Man, these badger neighborhoods are getting more dangerous every day.
Are there any more of them?
I don't know. What the fuck is this?
Darn, see if there's any more.
It's a badger.
What the fuck is a badger?
Bad.
The fuck in your hand.
You killed a badger?
You know
No,
what
it's
a
an old badger. It's like an elderly one. Like, it probably had some years left in it, but like, it's not-
It doesn't anymore.
They had the wrong night
So
to get
about
home.
that thing of killing him when there were innocent lives.
I'm sorry, my guy.
We just had this conversation.
So yeah, you killed the fuck out of a badger.
Start soaking it, start steeping it now. We can have it for breakfast.
Well, I'll prepare the badger.
Alright, you can take the next hour to do
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Get
here's
ready
the
and
head.
Prepare,
Easily done. Like, it's a badger. Your standard.
save
Like,
the rest.
I would like to take no fault in that. I had no idea what the fuck that was.
That was all your fault.
All I
It
saw
was
was,
a-
2 beady eyes the size of me, and that's not okay.
It's also not
And
hard.
clawed that. You're asleep. Shut
You're
up.
asleep.
I'm in your minds.
Most things are the size of you.
That's a.
I'll let that pass.
Yeah.
I really am enjoying the character trait of Beck's sleep talks, just appropriate responses to ongoing conversation.
I think most goblins did that. No, goblins on heavy sleep.
Goblins took full conversations with each other at
The
night.
spirits of your
Ancestors.
ancestors telling you what to say to third ghosts.
The ancestors are just sitting up watching us.
The ancestors each possess his body while he's asleep to respond.
I just have a nightlight.
You two can roll flat rolls for the next hour. You're taking, you're preparing a badger.
Oh god.
Oh god.
You're not a
12.
halfling.
3.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Are you near me?
Yeah.
Do you have
You're
to be
asleep.
conscious?
You're
can't
asleep.
Tragic.
I got a natural 1 though.
Oh, you did.
Hey.
I'll let you know that,
You get to keep those.
oh no, I do get to keep these, I'm just taking them out. Nothing happens for the rest of the night, but, for the rest of your watch, but you are fucking paranoid for the rest of you.
Man,
guys,
that badger really
I
messed with
am,
you.
I am
you
freaking
are
out about badgers.
really looking out for badgers and other because to you it's still like a demon in the night that was crawling out of the ground next to the
There's
cart.
something wrong with that
To
badger.
be fair, we saw Tyvek and Eldritch just yesterday. So
not even
paranoia
yesterday
is the true.
Yeah.
Paranoia is the correct response.
You don't go paranoid or anything like that, but you also don't see anything.
Yeah. Like, I killed it. It's fine.
Yeah, you prep it, it's ready for breakfast. Alright.
Cool.
You know for a
We
fact
killed the
badgers
demon on
come
our
forward
watch.
actually a decent bit.
Oh, nice.
A decent bit being like 3 silver, but
It doesn't have a head anymore, though.
that's fine. They usually kind of off. And it was a very clean kill.
Good job, Gilmore.
You're asleep.
I'm in your mind.
Next is back.
Yeah, who's us? Who's next? Back
Back
I
in.
wake
Squark.
up back.
Back in Squark.
Back in Squark.
Damn, you're alone. That's fine.
Yeah.
Why is there a badger?
I smell soup.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
What's
worry
wrong with the soup?
Nothing.
Nothing's wrong with the soup.
Then why?
It's breakfast soup.
Yeah.
Go to just
It's breakfast
Start your
soup.
watch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, God, breakfast soup sounds
Uh,
awesome.
Oh.
Because
feel free to have a little bit, but
No, I was
save
going.
enough for everybody to have
Oh,
some in the
that-
morning.
I want breakfast soup now.
I want a soup.
Just in general.
Yeah.
we just wake up and we're just looking at each other like.
Every I like the idea that every so often when these three take watch, we get unexplicable breakfast soup.
Whenever Darwin is on watch, something happens. Because last time it was them betting whether you would catch the forest on fire. It's always Darwin.
Wake
Darwin's the common denominator.
Wake up.
when the
You don't gotta
ranger's
do
mad
anything.
that you didn't start a fire.
Just watch the soup. It's already prepared.
Just make sure
Why
it
is
doesn't
there
boil
soup?
over.
Don't worry about it. It's
you
badger
should-
soup.
Yeah. You can talk all you want, but all you want. You can talk to each other as you want, but regardless, I do need perception rolls.
$20 on that.
Sick.
Da-da-da. 23.
He's going permanent back in Dice Trail.
Between both of you, you have a very calm evening. Periodically, this is between 3 and 4, animals are naturally navigating to the bottom of this crevice as they just go downhill looking for things and stuff like that. Periodically, you end up throwing stones or rocks just to near them, not at them, and to just scare them off.
Yeah,
away from
just
the
like
camp.
spooking foxes away and things like that.
Very much so. With your diligence and those kind of roles, you were both easily able to keep the night particularly calm.
Especially since the badger's
You're not
dead.
touching my soup. My mystery meat soup.
Yeah. But for the hours of 3 and 4 a.m., you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna say you
Well,
guys
I guess
saw
you-
the blood
You
smear
hear a
on
lot of
Gilmore's
things.
ass.
None of it dangerous.
No, you're
No,
a
you take
warrior.
care
You
of
would have
your
cleaned
ass.
it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You had like another hour. You would have cleaned the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys' watch goes pretty uneventful thanks to
No.
your sharp eyes.
I'm a better man now.
More things might have happened.
Yes.
But like nothing dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you scared off some foxes and other things.
Didn't kill any of them.
Unless you want to change your mind, I'll let you have that.
Didn't count any of them. You knew what they were.
Yeah.
Wait, you both have dark vision, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
They rolled really bad.
Yeah.
And Gunmore doesn't know what a badger is.
Neither did Sparky.
Sparky just didn't see what the badger was.
It was dead by the time you looked at it.
Yeah.
Badgers live in burrows underground. You've seen that.
You.
I didn't know badgers were that big.
Oh, that's true. I'll
Yeah.
say that. You normally see them in tunnels,
Yeah.
the way you usually see them.
They're all
Badger.
scrunched.
Yeah.
Yeah, badgers are
Badger wolf.
Badgers are large.
Just throw a clod of
oddly
dirt at it.
flat.
Well, yeah.
Oddly, like really low and
Yeah.
flat.
It's because they're tunneled.
They're meat carpets.
They are meat carpets.
Fucking meat carpet.
They're tunnel tubes.
Undo.
So you guys are done. If you don't want to talk, it goes to the next watch.
I don't have anything specific to
Alright.
go.
There you go.
We just keep like idle chatter about that soup for like 15 minutes.
We're the,
And
we're the
lapse
ones
into
that called the
silence.
watch, and we already did our thing.
Cool. Fourth watch. Who is
Just Tanner.
Just Tanner. All right.
Weird question.
Go ahead.
Can I take my passive perception for the watch and spend it with the catalyst?
You can take your passive with disadvantage, so -5.
Sure.
You'll be doing something,
Sure.
and even then feels.
I mean, I can just roll at disadvantage instead.
No, because it's like you are actively doing when you are communing with the catalyst and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and doing and trying to sync with it. That's like a full
Okay.
It's like meditating or making a pot. It's
Okay.
a full thing.
I'll do a regular watch for the first hour, and then second hour I'll do
Okay.
communion.
For the first hour, then give me a roll.
What's the point of me rolling? 10.
Nothing shows up.
Cool.
Um,
And the soup doesn't boil over.
no, it's perfectly fine.
Cool.
Enjoy stuff. The natural oils have rendered out by this point. The
Nice,
fats
nice.
and oiled, and so.
I keep half an eye on the soup.
For the next hour, though, you do. Do resin. What did I say the last time it is? It is harmonizing. You're
Yeah,
attempting
that's
to
the word you
harmonize.
used.
So take an hour to try to harmonize with this thing. Make sure you're keeping track of those
Cool.
hours.
Don't ding it. 'Cause then everyone's sleeping. It's
I'm not digging it now.
I'll be fine.
That will be fine.
Maybe to wake up at them. It's not bad.
I feel like it was an easy angle for me to reach.
That happens over the next hour.
That's one way to wake everybody
can
up.
Somebody
How's
give
it
me
awkward?
a D100.
Oh,
Golf
please,
ball! Golf
please.
ball!
No.
Please, no.
No.
93.
14, 31.
Jesus, 93.
Nah,
What?
34.
he's rolling 5 d20.
No.
Doesn't work like that.
I rolled 93.
I got a
Good
41.
luck getting 100, my
Actual
guy.
93?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
I'm
luck
gonna-
getting 1.
I'm gonna take the 93.
Same odds.
93 could be really good or really bad.
1 in 100.
I literally can't get 1.
Oh,
Okay.
good point.
Should I have rolled that, or was that an environment thing?
It's
Math.
more of an environment
Okay.
thing, and
I
if
can
you
do
would have arrived in the
math.
morning, you just wouldn't have noticed it.
That's fair.
Because
I wasn't sure if this was the thing that I'm doing or a round
No.
that is happening.
this is something's going to happen during the day. I wanted to know if it was going to happen in the morning.
Cool.
If it did happen in the morning, would have been a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, no, fine.
But no, 6 o'clock rolls around, you start waking up everybody.
Okay.
And you get an hour with the catalyst.
Cool. I put it away and wake
What?
people up.
Just imagine what happens. Zombie Roger comes back with his head missing.
Can I roll for breakfast?
You
To finish off the soup?
replaced
Sure,
me.
yeah.
No, I didn't. It's Roger.
I don't
not
know
good.
what's going on.
Takes off his head. It's a
Are you
velociraptor.
me?
11.
It's
Gurgling
very, very
noises.
gamey.
My passive
Um,
cooking utensils is 16.
This was an active roll, though.
Yeah, no.
It's very gamey. It's Badger.
I'm just always
and
angry when I roll into rankings.
It's not it's fine. I mean,
There's
like,
only
it's,
so much you can do to Badger.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do to Badger that was killed 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like it was properly cleaned and stuff like that. It's neat.
Darwin has his own set of cooking utensils. You assume he knows how to use it.
Yeah.
You-
Also, his
However,
Tanner.
he has not tasted food in 1800 years.
This is what night soup
So-
tastes like.
Darwin didn't set this up for success.
I will say this is
He tried his
incredibly
best,
tender meat,
Yeah.
and like texture-wise, incredibly tender, good stuff. But like it just and it didn't congeal quite right, so it's not like in a thickened soup gravy or anything like that.
Everyone wakes up, Tanner's stirring it. It's like,
Oversalted.
Darwin, I don't know what you
Oversalt.
quite put in here, but it didn't come out right.
Badger meat.
You made Badger? Why did you make Badger in the middle of the night?
Because we found a badger and killed it.
Why?
Why did you kill a Badger?
Because
Kill the badger?
we didn't know it was a badger.
What do you mean you didn't know it was? Well,
Because
I'm
up
not
until
an
last night, I didn't know what a fucking badger
idiot. Weren't
was,
you on
Tanner.
watch with Darwin? He sees everything.
He didn't say jack
Gunmar
shit.
is way faster than you think wearing all
I
that
did.
armor.
I reprimanded him after he took the badger's head off.
It was so chill.
Vonnie, did you know a Badger last night?
We were just hanging out.
You killed Vanya's friend.
I didn't know.
You put him in soup.
We thought it was a demon!
Vanya, if you don't want us to eat the soup, we don't have to eat the soup.
You can eat the soup. It's better that
You say
it's
that
better
with
that
Gunmar
you
like a
provide
spoon of
something.
soup in
like,
his
like I'm
mouth.
already just like,
Ah.
Do you want to say a few
It's a
words
little
about our
under
soup?
flavored. It's flavored
want
up
a
meat
Ted?
and water.
No, Gunmar. Vanya does not want the head of the Badger friend that you killed.
Proper burial.
I would say who hurt you, but I know.
Inspiration.
Oh yeah, you get an inspiration.
entire fucking incident. Killing the man.
I never got that inspiration item, by the way.
No, I just posted. You had to add it yourself.
You have to add
Oh,
it.
well then.
If you just look for inspiration and like the add item thing, it should show up.
Okay.
Artifact.
Whew.
He has a specific inspiration thing.
Everybody.
No, it's a thing I posted to the Discord. It's a
Since you use a physical sheet, it might not be necessary to add it to your D&D
yeah.
Beyond.
If you just keep track of your both, you're fine. But it's for them because D&D
Yeah,
Beyond only
so-
has one inspiration.
I didn't know that D&D Beyond expect inspiration.
Yeah. But it's like an on-off.
It's an on or off thing up here underneath your health.
Oh, so
Alex
that's what
is
that
implementing
means.
double inspiration.
I've been wondering what that inspiration was.
Yeah, if it's highlighted, you have it. If you don't, it's the background color.
I literally never use that.
Cool. That's perfectly fine. I'm a big I'll make my stuff on D&D Beyond and then transfer
Yeah, we're
it
full.
to a
You can just hit the long
PDF
press button.
that I
Okay.
then print off.
Can somebody add that?
Literally,
That's Discord quote
It resets all
worthy.
your abilities.
The exact thing.
Bray, please add that to the
I would
Discord.
update certain times if a level
I would ask who hurt you, but I already
already
know.
before the next level.
Oh god.
What a role
It's got a
play
lot.
moment.
For me, as you can see, I just have like stuff that needs to change. I just reread it.
Oh god.
I'll post that PDF I got. It's like it's
Manage?
just this sheet. Well, it's actually not that sheet. It's
Holy fuck.
actually it looks different because this is the
And
D&D
short rest
Beyond
is right
sheet.
on top of
I
it.
will take the.
It automatically
bits of
puts
the
all your
badger that we
health back
don't
to normal,
use.
and it'll
'Cause I
reset
assume we're using some of the bones for like.
um,
I don't know.
Things.
any daily things.
I've been asked.
I don't really.
Are they
So like
use
when you take a
But-
short rest, it'll
Are,
automatically.
are there
reset
any that are
points.
particularly
Do you need any to
2022.
like
replace any bones
analogous
that make up
analogous to human bones?
I can test that.
Like, is there any like
What's
a
happening?
finger bone we can replace one of Darwin's fingers with a badger
Yeah,
bone?
I'm gonna,
Not
I'm gonna at least test that out. Like, remove my hand and try to
A little badger
reconstruct a little badger paw.
You notice when you put in a different species bone that your life force energy recedes, and it will hold it kind of in place, but you can't move it, you can't do anything. And over the period of like a couple minutes, the life force even retreats from that and just falls to the ground.
It doesn't leak.
Yeah, no, it looks
Well,
like on.
we've confirmed you weren't a badger in a previous life.
You
That's
seem
fair.
to need compatible bones with the life energy that you generate.
Which is humanoid.
Alright.
What if we put a kobold bone in you?
So you guys have a head.
Let's
a tail,
find
you've
out.
eaten the meat.
Let's
I would say
find
between
out.
7 of you, you eat all of the meat and probably have some supplementally as well.
You didn't keep the pelt cell.
The pelt is actually
Yeah.
a very good pelt.
Yeah. Darwin would have gotten the
I would say the only things you really
I do
can't
not.
use are
The skull.
well, you have the head, so you can like keep that as one thing. It's the intestines and stuff like that, or the innards.
organs.
Theoretically, you can like do stuff with those if you're in a settlement and collecting a lot of them, but you're not. So just burying
Does
them out.
anyone want to keep parts of this badger for use?
You could turn it into cum and dump it in the river.
Do you want to make a pot out of a badger?
No.
Right? No, pot out of badger spleen.
Then I will just bury this badger near its hole.
Easily found.
Cool. If not, I can just commune with nature and find
Look, it was dark. It
Also,
looked like a
you find
fucking
he was
demon.
maybe 20 feet off of his.
And I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, he was
First
just
the
a little
chest,
lost
now the
because there was
badger.
a
Look.
cart in the way.
I do
Like
look.
he
That's why I don't
normally
attack
goes.
things without asking.
We got food. It's fine.
We were gonna have food anyway. We've
It's
never
fine.
not had food.
We had.
Listen,
We have an entire deer.
They bury this.
Shut up, you didn't know what it was.
This is a lesson learned.
All done. Easily done.
We both learned a lesson. I was just about to hit it with lightning, which would have woken
No,
everyone
you're
out too.
both in the wrong.
You can both
You
be
should have
dumb.
said
The
something.
point is,
I should have.
we can try to be better in the
I
future.
didn't think they were gonna.
Really? You
Wing like
didn't
that.
think?
You didn't?
How long have you? 3 weeks is the answer. How long you've known this
Yeah.
man? 3 weeks should have told you everything you need to know about this man.
Yeah.
I
tend to
learned
hit
my
things
lesson.
He
first,
swings
ask
first and asks questions later.
IRL, Evan thought it was much funnier.
Oh
This
no,
isn't
it
the
super
afterwards,
was
so-
much
Oh,
funnier.
it was way funnier. Like, oh, now we
finish
know
up
what a
your-
badger is.
Well,
What do you mean we?
I said now I know what.
Yeah,
now
I said I.
You guys finish up breakfast.
You need a
pack up
wildlife
camp,
tour with Darwin and Vanya.
Do as you need.
I tried to do that.
By 10
I
o'clock,
saw
you guys are
nothing.
back on the road.
Okay.
Doing full speed.
Yep.
Next 2 hours go by pretty quickly. By the way, you guys eat around 6, 7, so it just takes a couple hours to put
Yeah,
everything
pack
together
up,
and
clear
all that
camp,
stuff.
yeah.
By noon, you're ready for lunch. You haven't progressed too far, but that's perfectly normal.
We
And,
progress at normal pace.
Yep. You take a break, you get a short rest if you need it. Do remember with a long rest, you get half of your spent hit die back, so make sure that's been done. You continue on, and about an hour afterwards, you
We see Ty again.
He's back.
hanging by the road. No, you do see a
He's
cart
hitchhiking.
though. You have seen 1 or 2 carts this morning. Seems to be a more active day, just periodically. This cart is beside the road. You can see it has been propped up on some pieces of wood, and one of its wheels is off right now, and it's very visibly broken.
Is there someone there trying to fix it? Do we
They-
see people?
It looks to be 4 people are just sitting around a looks like a barrel they took off the cart and are just sitting around it. They're playing cards. As the cart is just there with an object. It's been stabilized and like they probably worked on it for a little bit, but like a broke wheel is a broke wheel and they didn't have a spare. But they're playing cards as you go in, and as you kind of get close to them, they all wave to you and it's like howdy,
Howdy.
and get back to your cards.
Does anyone want to stop?
Stop where? Oh.
Do you want to help them with the wheel?
Oh. Then Sparky's gonna go outside the cabin
We're gonna
because he was
fix it.
inside. Is there anything we can do to help you fellas?
You guys can fix a wheel. Maybe have a spare.
Gold from the back.
I was about
Yeah,
to say
it would be gold from the back.
Yeah.
we can spend gold from the pack on.
Or you can try and fix
You
a
can-
little engineer.
Yeah,
bike.
it depends how broken
Yeah.
the wheel is.
You can do a intelligence check to see how broken the wheel is.
Is that a one-person thing or a two-person thing?
2 people can look.
Okay, I'll take a look. Does Sparky get advantage because
Hey,
engineer?
that's a decent roll.
No, you
Not
can help
engineer,
them,
just
Oh, okay.
mechanically minded.
but you will.
Yeah,
What am I rolling?
intelligence
Just
check.
intelligence.
Highest roll?
3.
How? Not sure.
I have a +0 to intelligence.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
21.
Okay. Sparky, it's a wheel, and you've built
A
built
really
them.
big one.
you built gears and built buildings and structural stuff really well.
You know this doesn't have those right now.
This structure moves.
Yeah, it's just like it's just an off day. It's really what it is. It's an off day. It's just like I could probably figure this out.
Not today.
Not in like the amount of time I'm willing to give to these people.
I'm so focused on this badger breakfast that we.
Obviously, the badger will be easy well. You do notice that you've seen this before. It happens periodically, especially in older carts. Enough of the bolts that hold enough of the rivets that hold the wagon wheel, the iron band, wore down and has slipped off. And you can see rust is underneath it and such. You feel like with the right materials, you could probably bung it together and get it to a point where they could still ride on it, and probably get them to a town. At least it'll last a couple days. The axle's fine. It looks like this is a wheel
The
issue.
wheel problem. Okay.
It's really a wheel.
I
issue.
inform mostly Sparky because mechanically minded and unofficial group leader. Unofficial official group leader.
Yeah. No, he's the group leader.
He is on paper the group leader, and also we just kind of defer to Sparky.
Yeah, and you're the co-leader.
Well, we could probably bring something up if you want.
If you got any extra supplies, we throw some change your way. But this got us stopped. We have one of our guys heading back to town. He'll be back in a couple days. We have enough supplies. We're a wagon, so don't feel obliged, but we'd happy to help. Take the help.
Not against taking a look.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
Alright.
All right. With you filling in, you now know what you need to do to fix this cart. It is different than what you were using. I mean, you probably use the hammer and nails, but it's not going to be just that.
Yeah.
See if you brought on basically stuff to repair a wagon wheel.
Is that another intelligence check?
This would be a the same check I made you make for the hammer and nails.
That
So-
was
Wisdom or intelligence?
It was
You could
either
do
wisdom
it
or
was a straight
intelligence.
wisdom or intelligence. You could do wisdom as foresight or intelligence as preparedness.
Do you want to
I'll do
help or do
wisdom.
you want?
These rules
I
can't
have a
have help.
plus.
These
These
are just,
cannot have help.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do intelligence.
this is
you
like
do wisdom.
one of you guys suggested at some point, hey, we should bring this.
15.
19.
Both of you probably thought about it at the same time. Wheels break. You're on a wagon.
Yeah.
They do make pre-made kits of just like repairs, common breakages, and as well as can fix it to a point where you can ride on it. Fundamentally, you can just give it to them. It is a 10 gold kit.
Fine with that.
Or you could repair it for them.
Y'all feel like with the materials you got this? Or do you need help putting it together?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I drive these things, but I don't really fix them that often. My companions are kind of in the same boat.
Okay.
We could probably figure it out over a couple hours, especially if we follow the instructions and that thing, but it's not our specialty, but we also don't want to hold you up.
We can take a look at it.
Yeah,
Alright,
we'll
we
look
appreciate
at
it.
it.
Here, we'll give you some help, though.
Okay.
And
It's practice for when our wheels break.
with their help and all that stuff, and with plenty of hands, which is useful because these wagon wheels are decently heavy and big, but it does take an hour.
Okay.
I am
just
the
because
jack.
it's a hard thing to do. And by the way, Beck, you're strong, but there's a wagon wheel.
There's two of them.
So you're probably fine. No, it's a height thing. It's
Oh
what-
yeah. That's why
it's just
Gunmar helped
not
repair the
that
roof.
Tall. It's a big.
No, Beck gets it off the ground and hands it to Gunmar.
So I don't have to
Okay.
bend down and
Yeah.
fuck up my back.
Point is, with you guys have the
Because unfortunately,
required
back
kit,
problems
Running
translate.
that
They
it's
translate in
basically there's no
incarnation.
check involved. It just takes an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys
Cool.
spend an hour of travel that you would have traveled fixing this wheel.
Yeah.
And it gets into the point where you've basically used a hardwood plug to replace the rivet that fell out to be able to rebung this in, and using some tree sap and a couple other things that you heat up in a tiny little crucible and pour into. It's locked in. It's actually a really good seal, and it'll probably last them a week, if not longer. And you've heard of people probably going like. It's like people going on a spare.
It'll
for
get
too
them to
long.
town.
It'll easily get them on town. Yeah. It's a kit designed for this thing. If another wheel doesn't go, they'll be fine for a week on this repair.
Mhm. Cool.
Okay, now you'll be fine for about a week, but you do want to replace it, or not replace, but like
Next chance
get
you
it
get,
professionally fixed next chance you get.
No, we'll get it done. There's a rewrite in Richmond that we're headed to, so we'll go get it done then.
Alright.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate your
well,
help.
tell him Pack Magic with the Dragonfly I sent you. We just made quite a bit of leeway with him. You might be able to swing a deal.
I appreciate that. We'll tell old Richard that. Hey.
Sorry, did you say Richard?
Mm-hmm.
Richard Bursey?
No.
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 He's the King's Rep over
Yeah.
up there, isn't he? I've never seen him before. Are you from that way?
He's
Yeah, he-
arrested and probably.
Yeah, it was a big scandal. He got arrested for fraud.
Shucks. Weird.
It was crazy. Everybody
Yeah,
thought
weird.
he was
I
such
heard
a
that
great
story
dude.
too.
Yeah. No, Mercy's on the out.
Wow.
Mm.
Interesting.
People even started stealing stuff from his mansion, I heard.
Oh, that's kind of funny. I didn't know the man. He wasn't my ward, so
No one's now.
yeah, I'll give him that. It's good to know, though. We usually don't go out that far that way. We just trade between Richmond here and Zog. So, but we appreciate the knowledge. Always good to hear some stories.
Anything we should know heading into Zoc?
Rain season's coming in, so a lot of people are battering down. So that's got grain stores going up in price a little bit. Other than that,
Rain particularly bad up here? Down here?
it's not too bad. What you get is the effects off the ocean, and so when you get rain, you get a lot and stuff like that. But we also get more temperate weather, so we don't freeze as much as the intercontinent.
Got it.
That's not too bad at all. But what else? No, Zoc's pretty quiet at the moment.
Any hang-ups about the city?
It never feels as big as it should be. I would say for like a port town. Like I swear, Low Cliff gets all her business. It's just because they're closer to the Alliance.
I was gonna say they're further north.
Yeah, they're closer to the Alliance, so they're hop and skip and we're a bit of a farther thing. But we still make plenty of inroads. We're not next to a giant plateau, so helps us out a little bit.
Okay, well,
Fair enough. Appreciate the heads up.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad I could help. And, I'm glad you guys stopped by to help. That helps us a lot.
Yeah, no
problem.
worries.
No problem.
Excellent.
Pass
Hey.
forward.
Well, we'll do. We'll probably hang out here, but if you could do us one more favor. We only set our guy,
What's your friend's name?
we'll go with this one because it came to mind. Clement.
We'll let Clement know that.
He's only a couple hours on foot. You probably will catch up to him. You can just turn him around.
We can do that.
Good. Oh, I appreciate that. This won't set us back that much at all. This is really
Turn back.
Yeah, if you pass him, we appreciate that.
And then we should tell him so he knows that we came from you.
Well, if we know his name, that's probably pretty good.
That should be good enough. We're at least pretty trusting.
Alright. It's a good way to get killed.
But yeah, well, thank you much. Here, let's, we don't got a lot of gold here, but I can give you a case of apples for the road.
I'll take apples.
yeah, we'll take apples.
Alright?
Roger will take apples.
You can add a case of fresh. They are. What
We can
did
make
I
pie
name
tonight.
Other.
We could make pie.
Sorry, do you know how fucking hard it is to make pie crust?
Tanner knows exactly how hard it
We go
is.
to Kroger and we buy a pie crust.
Yeah, we go to the Kroger. That's
got the sound
right there.
I would have put the
Ye olde
DC for
Kroger,
that
sorry.
shit so high.
Do we have flour?
No.
Actually, you probably would to a small degree. No,
Field
you're not
grain.
doing long distance travel
No,
on
we're not
road.
doing long distance.
No, you would not have flour.
We can wet hardtack and then just mash it into a crust.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you can.
We
make,
can fake apple pie.
You can
Yeah.
make shit apple pie all day long.
Hey, between me and Darwin, we got this.
Yeah, you get some nice apples. There are the imported apples from
We-
across the
So we
ocean.
eat a few, and then when we get to Zoc, we make pie.
Probably easier.
Darwin and I have our first night in Zoc plan. It's pie
By the
making.
way, 10 gold off, if I haven't mentioned before,
Yeah.
take 10 gold off for the wheel repair.
Yep.
You guys head on. You lose only about an hour, and as they mentioned, in about 2 hours' time, Clement, who's taking it real slow, he's just trying to conserve energy because from what you understand, he's probably going back to Zoc, and he's just trying to conserve energy, and he's going at a pretty slow pace. You catch up to him in about 3 hours' time.
What?
Howdy.
Hey, Clement.
Hi, do I know you?
No, but
No, but we know your friends.
Yeah.
Their wheels repaired.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, we came across your wagon, fixed the wheel.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll probably push through the night and try to get back there
Yeah.
tonight. Because we have somebody else who can drive. That's awesome. Thank you.
no
Yeah.
worries.
Much.
Yeah.
We told them they told us to
Get you to
turn it
turn around.
around, so they know you're coming.
Excellent. I'll make it double time there. I haven't traveled too far, so hopefully I'll get there within an hour. Thank you all. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Will do. You as well. And he picks up the pace and is kind of doing a kind of jog, fast pace on the way back. You'll probably get there in about an hour.
Yes.
So you did a good deed for the day. It is now 4. Normally you would stop at this point. You can push on for one more hour.
We
So
can
you
get
catch
another
up.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make up for that hour.
Yeah, it's just a little bit later.
Perfectly fine. Everyone will make a contract. And we'll one for Roger. Or
That's
you
a
can
D10.
take-
Which one are my dice?
I don't have dice today.
Oh, that's right.
Ray's been borrowing your dice all session.
Fair point. I didn't realize.
You said con save or con check?
Con save.
Okay.
Do we get +2?
You do
Yes.
Get
for
plus
this.
2.
You do get plus 2 for this. Buddy.
So my con +2.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, cool.
I got to roll for Roger.
Fuck you. You are fucking fine. Just keep on going.
How long have we traveled?
This is just an extra hour. You're pushing forward.
What's the
Also, what if we
Well, 'cause we stopped
in
for an
the-
hour.
Yeah.
So we'll have a
Pretty
9-hour day, but 8 hours of travel, functionally.
I'm not sure if you do fail, you're not going to be in full exhaustion.
Okay.
Also, people who are riding in the cart are probably going to have it easier than the people who have
Yeah.
actually been traveling.
Very true. Actually,
Like,
in
Tanner's
fact,
been walking this whole time.
You know, in all honesty, if you've been in the cart, you were immune from this.
Yeah.
Which
What does that happen to walking today?
Okay.
little
Sparky's
bit
been in the cart.
But
Sparky's in the
that's
cart.
a legitimate
Bexall was
reason
in the
like
cart.
why you do
Yeah.
a cart.
I'm
You cannot-
actually driving the cart.
That's
though, so
true, you are
I'm
driving.
on
You're
in a
focused.
capacity.
I would say you have a, but I'll
A
probably
lower
adjust.
DC.
I'm
Yeah.
proficient in con save, so I'm fine.
But yeah,
You're a barbarian,
This
you're
is going
fine.
to be a benefit of having a cart. You can push forward, and you, instead of everyone has to make it, it's
Only the people who are walking or flying.
walking, flying, or as long as you can push Roger or whoever the horses are.
Whoever the horses are.
Because you could get 4 horses and push on for 12 hours every single
3 and a
day.
druid.
Not the hard. What I'm referencing pushing horses for a very long amount of time, and then trading them at the next station.
Yeah.
This is how they do like
It's an
all-night
option,
carts and stuff like that. You push hard, you get new horses. You push hard, and you actually will see that after you get to Zon, because you could do that on the way to the capital. The main road's built for that.
Squark, have you been riding in the cart or out of the cart today?
In the car.
Okay, then you don't have to make the save.
Okay. Whoever was outside of the cart, which was just you and you, what'd you get?
I was also
Oh,
You're
you
out?
as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
23.
You're great.
19.
You're good.
22.
You're great.
I rolled because I was driving the wagon, and I got a 21.
You would be good if you were walking. Yeah, you all put for this next hour. Fine.
Roger rolled an 8.
Roger's less fine.
Why we
Well,
roll?
I'm just feeling kind of
We're
tired.
pushing on for an extra hour because we lost an hour helping the people with their wheel.
Well, I'm just feeling kind of tired, and it's just like, oh boy. I know it's only an extra hour, but like, there's a lot of people in the car.
Sometimes there's a wall.
Sorry, Roger.
It's okay. We're gonna rest soon.
Yeah.
Okay. I may take an early night.
Okay.
Roger doesn't take a watch tonight.
And he requests to not take a watch.
Okay.
You could force him to.
Oh no, no.
Okay.
You could.
Roger's a good boy.
Not gonna do that.
But yeah, you help some nice
Alright.
little guys on the people road.
You're my
This is
favorite,
the
Steve.
second night on the road. You are officially.
Oh god, we've slept.
Yeah, you said it was a 5-day trip.
It's a
and we're
5-day trip, and you've done.
3, so we're a bit past half.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
this is over the halfway point. This is tour, then this rest will be Tuesday to
Bless
Wednesday.
you.
And for my sanity, you guys, the way I'm doing this is, you will get there on noon of the 5th day. That's considered arriving. You don't get there like at night and like, yeah, it's only took us 5 days, like, but we have to immediately go to sleep because it's like then take you, then you don't get the anyway. So anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, if we push forward 20 minutes, yeah. Let's get to Zot.
Unless anyone wants to do anything overnight.
You guys want to take watches again?
I mean, I think we take watches.
Yeah, I
Does
think we're
anyone
taking watches.
have
I don't think
anything
anyone
they
has
want to
anything.
do?
This time, Gunmar will take the last watch.
Okay.
I always take pre-dawn.
Cool. So you two get to go to the
Yeah.
center.
First watch again.
First watch.
Son of a beast.
Second watch.
Second watch. Second. And
Third.
then third and third.
Yes.
Cool. Anybody want to talk about anything?
Just like casual conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
Nothing.
I'm just
I
saying,
swear,
like,
I had
is there
no
a point
idea
in me
what
exercising?
fucking
I don't have any
badger
muscle.
was.
I don't know. Does your
You say
soul
something about-
exercise?
We're on the
Does
same
my soul
watch.
get stronger? Would I be able to lift more if
I was
I
watching.
exercise more?
I mean, there's only one
Make a fair
real way
point.
to find out.
That's true.
Oh,
Would I
this
be
is
able to
like
lift more if it's
pre-watch.
my
I was
soul?
telling
Talking
you,
like dinner and
given
stuff.
If I like meditate,
Density.
No, that was a private conversation.
Nah,
I mean,
know, I'm making
meditation.
fun of.
cause my soul be stronger, and
Let's be real.
so I could.
You
It can lift more.
care
Beck
enough
likes to
to
meditate. You might be able to
just kill each other.
work something
Yeah.
out.
Give
a lot
if
of
things.
I don't know. I don't know the benefits of meditation.
How many health potions do you have?
All right,
Maybe 2.
I've
we'll think about it.
Let me check.
I have the Pnamen.
How many health potions do you
I
have?
have the Pnamen health
I'm
system.
gathering sleep.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought that this was dinner talk, and you guys were just like talking past
I was
me.
considering
No.
a dinner talk.
no. This is what we're.
Yeah. This
Oh.
is,
This is
I
our
have
example
to.
of small talk.
How
yeah.
many potions do you have?
During watch.
I have a few.
Hey, Gunmar, you feel okay taking an hour of the watch by yourself?
Sure.
Potions.
Okay.
One, I believe.
More than 2.
Let me check.
I'll run another hour of meditation.
Cool. Keep it checked.
I have a greater.
One.
I've got 2 regular ones.
Another badger pops in.
Get 2.
Gunmar,
Fine.
Two
5.
regular.
I
One
know what
regular.
it is this time.
Get 2 more regular.
I have 5.
Thank you.
Bruh.
Oh, sorry, I have 2.
I don't know how I
That's
wound up
more.
with 5, but I have 5. 2 of them are
You've
greater.
been dishing those out, so.
No, that's
Vonya's
super
been
helpful.
on the case.
I have 8 in my storage.
God damn.
I always
Mm-hmm. I'll make sure you get to use them.
feel afraid to
What's
use
in there?
consumables.
Now I have 4 in my storage.
In case we come with
Can someone give me a D100 for the next?
I'm not gonna do it because I know it's gonna be a fight.
Nah, I just want to see if an
Wow.
event
Da,
happens.
ba, ba, da, ba, ba, ba.
112.
I got 70.
Okay, with 70. That was the first actual number I heard.
Damn it. I got 19.
I'll take this. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Bray.
I was gonna say that probably showed up on the recording.
You're not supposed to know.
I can smell it.
Hey,
Oh, thing
God.
happened?
before the ending of the day, I should say before you start taking watches,
Can't get
you guys are once again in a forest hamlet.
Oh, before watches. Okay.
So this is before watches.
Just erase my.
You see a group of 5 individuals kind of crest around the road. Well, actually, you at this point you're camping. They just kind of come within like 60 feet of your camp, and you see them. They're not trying to hide.
Walking wagon.
They are walking. They have bows. One of them has a animal companion. Looks to be a large wolf, or just possibly a giant big dog.
Darwin's in the bathroom.
That dog is carrying a sled, and on that sled are the sled, by the way, has little wheels.
Oh.
Is pelts. There's supposed to be a group of 5 hunters patrolling the forests for pelts. These pelts all look to be
They
mostly
see
deer.
3 exotic creatures.
I like to see them fucking try.
There's a fair amount of deer, but they also you see badger pelts, a couple beaver pelts, and stuff like that. They seem to be focusing mostly on finery belts. So rabbits, beavers, badgers, stuff like that.
Darwin, there are 5 of you coming towards us.
What? There are 5 hunters.
That could either mean 5 skeletons,
hunters.
5 hunters, 5 rangers.
While it looks to
All of
be
the
they
above.
were looking for a place to bed down, they found the same little hidey hook that you did.
Am I awake for it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, no, those
Okay.
are pretty
It's
watch.
like during dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is during dinner.
Oh, yeah, how goes it?
Howdy, y'all. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Doing all right.
You?
Oh, good to hear. Good to hear. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you here. We were just going to find a place to lay down.
Same as
Oh, no,
us.
it's fine.
That's good to
It's
hear.
fine.
If you like, you can join us.
Yeah, no problem.
Sure. We'd love to.
Yeah.
We've gotten some meat from the kills, much more than we can all hear.
Same, we've got a little bit more than expected too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can put it all together.
That sounds good, yeah. Yeah, Josiah over there makes a good badger steak. If you want, you can go ahead and cook over there, and we can start a fire, and we'll all join together.
Sure.
Badger's kind of a sore subject at the moment.
I didn't know what it
They're a
was.
little light this season, I understand.
But we'll definitely cook up something nice.
Yeah, we'll put it all together.
I have a question. What's a beaver?
Who said beaver?
He said
He
he
did.
said
Did
something
he say
about
beaver?
beaver pelt.
You've seen the beaver pelts on there.
Yeah.
No one said it.
No one
but,
said
Oh.
beaver.
But there are beaver
Oh,
pelts.
well, never mind.
Everyone said badger.
It's
Yeah.
just like,
Mushroom.
that's a weird wolf.
I have a really weird request from y'all.
What's up?
Can you go through your kills and just teach him what all the animals are?
I'm not from the Empire. if you couldn't guess.
Just while we're cooking, one of y'all take him over and give him a real quick course.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, we can go talk you through it, and 2 of them take...
Yeah.
One of them, who seems to be
You try to relate
the
everything
companion
back
of
to
the dog,
wolves.
who's the dog is their companion. He goes over with another individual. Josiah is making food right now.
I'll help Josiah.
2 other unnamed individuals with the wolf are teaching you something. The guy you're talking to is with another guy beside him. That's all 5. Ah, so he's from the desert?
Far as we know.
You are actually off at this point in time.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. We get a couple of his down in Zoc. You guys headed that way?
Yeah.
Oh good god.
You see dragon folk over there?
It's rare, but we get them every once in a while. They trade up our way. They
Yeah.
don't like going to Low Cliff because it's so far.
Were y'all just down there?
Yeah, about 4 days ago.
Any in town?
I see them here or there. There are a couple permanent residents.
Well, gotcha.
And I don't hear jack shit.
You hear in your head very suddenly, Gunma,
Yeah.
there are Dragonborn in Zok.
And you get dead, awkward silence.
You hear in your head, cricket, cricket.
No,
What?
it's a record scratch.
This is a badger.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a fucking demon thing.
It
It
was
can't-
scary when they're up on 2 feet, I'll tell you what.
They can get up on 2 feet. They're taller.
That's how they were. Yeah, the badger had like kind of climbed
That's
the
why
bars
you were
and
so
stuff.
confused,
Yeah.
and why Sparky didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
I'm also attached to you and you at the moment. Just because when I do, I might as well connect that.
But yeah, there's a couple ones. The Harbor Master, he's a Dragonborn.
Interesting. What's his name? You know off the top of your head?
I think it's Oziah or Ezekiel. It's one of the two. It has a Z in it.
Alright.
Is that... Sorry, was that Alex misremembering the name or this guy?
They
This
don't
guy's
know.
misread me.
Yeah, they don't quite know. I'm just going to write
They-
down Dragonborn Harvard.
I just know like
Master.
he's
The
a
name winds up being
kind
Ozark
of-
or something.
It's got a Z, and I think it starts with an O, but it might not. But,
Sounds like a Dragonborn name, yeah.
something like that. Anyway, he's a good guy. He was he became a harbor master a couple years ago, like two years ago. So pretty new to the position, but it was a bigger deal when he got there.
I imagine it would have been.
Yeah, and you want to find them. A lot of
Wasn't
them are on
expecting to
sailing
run into
ships from down in the
Dragonborn.
desert areas, coming up to trade and whatnot. But we do have some just locals.
There are a lot of ships that come out from there.
Oh yeah, we're a major shipping port. From there specifically, probably not as much as we get from across the way. And he mentions the name of the continent that's across the sea. And
Got
the
it.
continent. I don't have that.
Cantaloupe?
Zolosia.
No.
I like Cantaloupe.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Jim.
South Kyle.
He mentions a major trading partner that you would just know of.
It's like knowing what London is.
Yeah. And in this case, more of the country itself. But yeah, like France. Something like that.
South Kyle.
South Kyle.
But it's
South Kyle.
the ocean between these two continents is about half as big as the Atlantic.
Okay.
So it's actually not too bad. And the currents that go with them and wind make traveling on it actually not only safe but fairly quick.
The sea monsters don't help though.
Probably not, but they get this kind of passage.
We
gets
go
the
around
shoulder.
the sea monsters.
Yeah.
Normally they're drawn on the map, so you can just go around them.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, this guy's
Our map's
talking
not
about the
quite big
ocean.
enough.
That's true. You're right.
To Sparky.
Oh yeah.
Sparky
Let's
has
talk
a...
about the ocean.
Oh, shit.
And how deep they are in sea monsters.
No,
Sorry,
Grace
he
was
doesn't
bringing
mention
up.
that,
Grace
no.
was bringing up sea monsters.
Gotcha.
He just mentioned that like they get a lot of trade from. He mentions the continent that's across the ocean.
Sparky, that's a thought. We don't have to go to the capital to get to the desert. We could go around.
Well, I think the idea is the capital.
That's fair.
Like, the journey to the capital is more the idea than the actual destination.
Understandable. So anyway, yeah, we got a couple down there. It's I would say they're more common in Zok than a lot of other places, just because of the port and all that jazz. But
No, that makes sense.
But yeah, right. We thank you for sharing camp with us tonight. We would gratefully help share watch with you, help some of you
Sure.
get some good sleeps.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
no
no
reason
problem.
not to.
Excellent.
More
Darwin
than
and I
enough
still
of us.
take ours by ourselves so we can have the bone talks.
Really? So with 5 of them, 4 of them, we'll basically offer to take a watch. So one half of a watch can be them.
Right.
So people here can get full night's sleeps if they like, or if they want to spend some time doing a light activity, they can.
Gudmar will just kind of ask Tanner, like, how many Dragonborn in there?
I will sleep.
What they told
I'll
us,
still take my
the
first
only one
watch,
they
but I'll
mentioned
spend 2 hours
specifically
doing
was the
potions
Harbor
instead.
Masters
That'd be
apparently
fine.
Dragonborn.
Did you get a name?
I still summon
He
them.
didn't really know the name. He had some ideas, but he didn't really know. Ozark or
You a druid?
Cretaceous, something with a Z in it.
Oh, and see,
Yeah, sorry, one of the hunters.
Alex.
yes, I am.
Grace has immediately forgotten the suggested names.
Ozark
Uh,
Ezekiel.
Yeah, it's
Ozark Ezekiel. Would Gunmar have any type of idea of who that person is?
Is it a name that's
That
Gilmore
rings a
might
bell with
recognize?
Gunmar.
I will say it's a name that is common to the desert. Or commoner to the... It's not like
It sounds like a
John.
Dragonborn name.
Yeah. It's specifically a Dragonborn from the desert.
They didn't mention anyone else, but they did say they had a few locals. They
So-
also said that Dragon will come up there sometime from the desert. Because if you look on this map of the Empire that we bought and that we have,
It's a hop and a skip.
it's a long hop and skip, but it's not hard. You just have to go around the forest, and the best way to do that is by boat.
It's good to see that we have a druid here. That's always good luck during these night watches. We appreciate your services and your contribution to the Empire. You get the sense they are treating you as a member of the Circle of Forestry Resources. As basically a civil servant that they appreciate. That's just straight off your insight. You get that.
Nice.
I do not do much for the Empire, but you're welcome.
No. Nonetheless, thank you. We appreciate it. She also summoned animals to help with the watch. So cool. So first watch is done actually by animals and one of the hunters. Nothing happens. Animals are noticed. Woe comes alive, but nothing major.
Mm-hmm.
Second watch. If
Yeah.
Me and Darwin.
if you guys
I'll
want to
take
talk,
last watch.
Yeah, we do have we do the small talk.
Yeah.
Still.
gotcha.
About muscles.
Yeah.
Understandable. Just pick up where you left off and just like.
Be careful what you talk about around them.
No, that's why I said we specifically take.
You're taking a watch alone.
Gotcha. One of them is awake, but he would just be on the other side of camp and kind of out of earshot.
We say the
They
dead
understand.
stuff on the DL. So
I'll say it's
Whole
perfectly
being
fine.
dead thing.
You're both psychically linked. Just
You guys
one
rolled a
to each
random
other.
encounter. This is gonna fuck you up in the future.
Yes.
Let's go with it. Second watch is done. Nothing really happens. You're getting closer to civilization, so fundamentally you'll get there by noon tomorrow. If I got my days right.
Tomorrow will be Wednesday.
We left.
Not Monday.
Sunday?
We left. Leave Richmond, headed to Zoc on Sunday.
And so Sunday.
Wednesday's day
Tuesday,
4.
Wednesday's day 4.
Okay, so you have one more day. Wednesday will be travel. Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Thursday midday you get that. Anyway, so you actually know, yeah, you're in the fucking middle of nowhere. I always say
There's a reason these guys-
because we're a little bit running late. Nothing happens. Third watch.
I'll watch.
Cool. Anybody else?
No, I'm sleeping.
Awesome. You get a hunter there. You're welcome to talk. If not, we move on.
Idle chatter about critters that are around here.
He mentions that there's a fair amount of. They get. He talks a little bit about beavers. Well, they actually have an issue up here because they actually use this river, the Ford River, for irrigation and stuff like that. And beavers like dams, and so they end up. It's a constant battle between making sure there's enough beavers to, have a nice stable population and stuff like that, and they're not blocking the irrigation paths. And so he talks about periodically not only hunting beavers, but they're often hired by farmers to move beaver families. Because it's sometimes nice to have a reservoir just down further. And so he talks about times he's had to relocate beaver fever.
You ever had to move a beaver dam?
You got beaver fever, man.
It's
You
the
talk.
I've
moving
been-
season.
Oh.
It's beaver fever again. My favorite time of year.
Very well could be. Point is, he's moved some beaver families before, and then had to take out a beaver dam, which is not easy and requires a lot of people.
They cement those
Fire.
things together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he talks a fair bit about beavers. Fourth watch. Yep. Do you want to spend the whole time doing that, or just?
I'm not gonna do that. There are other people around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is it just me and Gunmer, or is there a hunter out
Yeah,
too?
there's a hunter as well.
Then I'll spend the 2 hours with the Sky Skit.
Okay. Put it down. Keep track of all that.
Gunmar will keep watch.
Excellent. Nothing happens. Come morning, you guys break fast with the hunters. The hunters are going the opposite direction.
We bid
So-
them farewell.
By 10 o'clock, you guys are parting ways and heading out. Alright.
Well, I gotta say, out of the 3 encounters we've had on the road so far, 2 of them have been pretty good.
Yeah, but the other was
The other one was pretty
perfectly
bad.
balanced.
As all things
Listen,
must
all I'm
be.
saying, guys, is we should look on the bright side here. We met a bunch of really nice people.
We met royalty.
We did some good deeds.
Along with an incredible evil.
I still don't like the fact that Incredible Evil
Yeah.
seems to know more about us than we know about ourselves.
I know quite a lot about myself.
I know quite a lot about myself.
I personally don't think I'm very naive.
It's very naive of you.
Frankly, I know exactly what he was talking about with me.
Same.
What was your title again?
The naive.
Naive.
The Beetle Mask.
I feel like we're at the point where we can tell when the beetle mask doesn't help. It's the rest of your body language at this
it's the
point.
body language. It's just like,
I like to think he does lean past someone to look at me like,
You know that picture that's like how to talk to short people, and it's just like, yeah, and then the other one's just that's you.
oh god.
Anyway.
out of interest, what were the other ones?
It was the Baron, the Runner, the Hider, the Traitor, the Naive, the Beaten, and the Damned.
Because I can turn into a bear, obviously.
Clearly!
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, I spelled that wrong.
No, I know how I got mine. It's fine. I don't regret it.
What was your word?
The
Traitor. His is arguably the most cut and dry.
Yours?
Or
The
maybe
Runner.
The runner?
Yeah.
But you
something for the
fly.
future.
It's a good point! We've got it!
I think it's more, and forgive me for implying, I think that one's more like running from his responsibilities as chief, which I personally don't believe. I think he's doing his own thing and becoming his own person.
Fuck responsibilities.
We say taking on the evil undead king.
Just sent
Hey, we-
2,300 gold to you.
Vanya wasn't using it.
Nothing quite like God calling up your fucking hypocrisy.
What's Bacchus?
The Beaten.
The Beaten.
Also, I feel like we should get more into that
We're walking
poem
and
the
talking.
Aleph gave us now.
Right?
We're doing what?
I'd forgotten about that.
We should think more
Oh god,
on
there's
that
a poem.
Yeah.
Oh god,
The
that fucking
Hider.
poem.
The Hider.
I'm gonna head to that.
No, we didn't forget. I've been posting things about it occasionally in Players Only.
And every time you do, I think, oh yeah, that's a thing.
And then like 2 hours, and like an hour later,
It's gone.
So what I got so far, and like this is entirely dependent on how much Sparky just knows about the planes.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Because I'm gonna tell you our theory, my theories so far.
Alright. We call it an introspective moment, and
This is our Wednesday travel,
Mhm.
is figuring this out.
perfectly fine. We can call it.
The winding feather, wrathing wind, gale a gust, a howling sin, covered plains of dust and toil, across the path the skull does boil. I'm thinking Kamina playing like the Shadowfell or Pandemonium. How much Sparky knows of those two realms, who knows? And then there's in homes and houses from years gone past, to tombs and crypts breeds simulcast. The homes and houses from years past matches up with Shadowfell, how it kind of got that upside down aesthetic. And then obviously there's the last part: heart, chest, in a maiden's blouse. Scribe the deeds of a bastard count, but with her passing can justice be for thousands lost at the hand of he.
Hold on.
Hints at some woman being involved. And right now the only guess I have is a silent lady, and that's just like a wild guess.
With the whole tombs and crypts spread simulcast, we now know that Ty's trying to bring his old
Entourage.
entourage back.
That's an inference we've made based on
Yeah.
the fact that he was trying to resurrect Manus.
And he tried to get Darwin.
We still don't know if he knows Darwin or if he was just like, you're an undead construct walking around on your own. Nifty, I want.
Still, he's trying to get more.
That's true, yeah.
Wandering wonder forever snuffed, lies innocence chained and cuffed.
Your collector's item.
By single
Fucking
means
wonder. Ooh,
did she
shiny.
stay, against
You're
the
not
will
mint
long
condition.
kept.
You're
I'm sorry.
discontinued.
It's true.
I will give you a couple things to start with.
Sure.
Shadowfell and the Feywild are known
Pandemonium.
planes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no planes by us. Gotcha.
Yep. They are, now you don't know everything,
Right.
but they come up in fairy tales, folklore, and just the common zeitgeist
Well,
of
and
this
we
world.
know the hells are a thing.
Yes. Oh yeah, you also know
Yeah.
that. But
Conversely, we probably know about like Elysium and things like that. The
Not
To
in
the-
so many words, I'd imagine.
probably not exactly. The gods are actually spread out
Mhm.
among different planes and stuff like that. You would know more about the gods than the plane.
Yeah. The concept is you go to the god that
yeah.
resonates with you when you're
You
dead.
think of
Yeah.
the god, not the plane. Though theoretically, if you were into theology or if you was a cleric, you might do a vice versa. But the Shadowfell and
Maybe like a
Feywild
learned
are
paladin.
known entities. But they
Not
are
a
known
learned
entities in the
paladin
same way as
versus
fairy
paladin.
tales and stuff like that. You know
Can't
of
really
things
go
from
over
there and
TV
stuff like
and,
that. So yes, you do know the
I don't know
Shadowfell.
how much we're gonna
But
do
you
on
kind of just know the
recording.
rumors of the Shadowfell and stuff like that. Some of
Like
which
it-
might
like-
be true.
Like it's this twisted,
Kind of
form,
upside
like
down,
upside down
dark.
version of our reality.
Yeah. Those kind of things are perfectly legitimate. Yeah, you would know that.
Okay.
Pandemonium is a little bit more abstract. I would have like a Arcana roll on that. It doesn't come up that often.
Holy cow.
Mom! Turn it down.
6.
they can't hear you over it because it's too loud.
It's fine, we're almost done.
6.
You have no idea what that is.
So I think it might be something to do with the shadow, which is kind of like this twisted reflection of our reality.
We're gonna need to find another library so Darwin can look
Yeah.
for more books. And so you can look for books about places that aren't here.
Yeah, well, maybe there will be a library in Zoc.
Maybe.
Well, maybe.
It's a port town. Might be big enough.
It's a port we could get.
That's where.
Yeah. I have nothing else.
Imported books.
But yeah, that's basically all I just wanted to
fuck,
bring that
the
back
Dragonborn there
because that is
probably knows
far more
Gunnar.
relevant now than it was.
Maybe,
then,
maybe not.
Somehow.
Depends from where in the desert you were from and where in the desert
They
they're
probably
from.
know the old you.
That's true. You're hard
Gunmar's-
to recognize.
Gunmar's name hasn't changed.
We don't know.
Well, yeah. It also
Okay,
could
but
be.
you look completely different.
You can meet two people named Alex.
Hi.
Hi. But Gunmar will always introduce himself formally as Gunmar Dokul.
You could just not.
Case in
You
point,
make
I
a-
never told you all my last name.
Make a fair point.
I had a terrible habit when I was in the bank. I was introduced as my full name. I was like, hi, this is Alexander Huff. And just like,